Hello everyone, welcome. Move that over here. There we go. Okay, let me actually promote this on my server so that people can come along. Hi Sia, welcome. How are you enjoying the VN what you call it? The Steam VN thingy. You know what I mean? VN sales. There we go. Still need to play more visual novels this week long, I forgot. Have you gone through the sales on Steam? Hi Hika, hi Kanati. I know, we're gonna have so much fun, aren't we? I think everyone's gonna be cringing hard again. Hi Fancy, no I'm not gonna say that. Okay, let's see. This art style is so cute though. Look at her little face. Okay. Where were we? This one? So if I remember correctly, we actually, in the last one, we got to know Enix, which, may I say, has a girlfriend, which is super, super, super awkward. She's done this thing where the guy feels like he's in love with her for like 30 days or something. So she's stuck in this situation and it's super awkward. We were screaming all together like 2 weeks ago when I last streamed it. I think they went to a fun fair and then things got a bit weird, so they left. And I guess now this is what's happened. So I finally started DLC route from this game and I need more. Oh, okay. How's the DLC route? As we run hand in hand through empty streets, I can only look up to the sea of stars above us and smile. The adrenaline rush coursing through me reminds me of simpler times when we had no cares in the world, only dreams. I look up at Enix to see a giant smile on his face as we run together through the town streets, and may I note that Enix is a childhood friend of hers and her very first love that she still has yet to get over, so it's all very awkward. We eventually stop breathless near local park's bus stop. I sit on the bench holding my aching sides and Enix breathes heavily, leaning on the frame. We slowly look up at each other and burst out laughing. A genuine laughter takes a hold of us for a few moments before Enix eventually recovers first. Think we lost him? I think we lost him a long time ago. Hi Raven, welcome! You think they'll be mad we left without saying anything? Nah, they'll be fine. They're probably too drunk to notice. As we wait for the bus, Enix sits down next to me. We share a silent moment together as we look up the starry sky above us and breathe in the crisp night air. Yeah, his ponytail was really cute. A cool passing breeze sends shivers down my spine as I rub my arms for warmth. A few moments later, I feel something soft placed over me. Oh, here we go, a very classic trope. The here's my jacket. I thought we could do a drinking game out of this. Like, get all the tropes, and whenever one pops up, you have to drink. Hi, Vince, welcome. I got to see Enix looking away, but his jacket now covers my shoulders. Smiling, I glance down and touch the jacket. Seconds later, I clear my throat as I sit up straight and turn around. to face him. Enix, look, about earlier. Hi, Lyrical Bear, welcome! Let's just forget about it, alright? His reply is curt as his gaze avoids mine, but I furrow my brow as I try to press on. No, I just wanted to apologize. I said something foolish and without thinking. I'm sorry. The worst part is I don't even know what she's apologizing for because it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I think on my server people have been talking about Baldur's Gate 3. That drinking game really was cringy. It's not an apology I'm after here, Luna. This time he turns to look at me, an honest glint shining in his eyes. Eventually he sighs. Just, would you please listen to me once in a while? But I was only... This time he grabs my arm and pulls me close to him, his eyes now piercing into me. And you know what? It's kind of funny because I'm like, oh, this is all happening and I don't understand why. This is the problem when you leave an otome game and come back to it. But I can't remember what happened. I do remember there was that drinking game and it was getting really cringy. So I think he took something off because it was like a spin the bottle, and if you refuse to do it you have to take a piece of clothing off or something, I don't know. But then they decide to leave, but I can't remember what happened then. Were you seriously planning on stripping in front of a bunch of people you barely know? Oh yeah, that's it. So that's what he's mad at. She was like, fine, I'll join the game, and then like was doing a truth or dare or something, and it went a bit pear-shaped. I think they had an argument after she was assaulted by that guy. Oh yeah, I forgot about that assault. That was stupid as well. Trying to type what happened, but YouTube won't let you. Ah. I haven't played D&D. I've got Baldur's Gate 2, if I remember correctly, but... Or going off with some random asshole who doesn't understand what consent is. Oh yeah, he's angry about the assault as well. But in my mind, I'm like, why are you mad at her? She's the one that went through the rough experience. So stop, like, you're making it worse. I wasn't playing a drinking game. The characters in here were playing a drinking game. I swear, sometimes you just act like you don't have a say in anything. And it pisses me off sometimes, it really does. You don't process the consequences of things before you do them, and then you find yourself in situations like those. What would you have honestly done if I hadn't been there both times to bail you out? Just gone along with it? I lower my gaze at his scolding, harsh tone. He keeps his eyes on me, but I'm at a loss for words. I'm sorry. Again, I don't want your apology. That's not what this is about. Not in the slightest. I know, right? Hika, like, Anakin clearly needs to change friends. Why is he cute? I hate that he's cute. Enix lets out a loud sigh, causing me to instinctively pull his jacket close to me. I move to turn away, but he grabs my arm and stops me. Because even though it's a quality of yours that drives me up the damn wall sometimes, let me tell you, it's also one of my favorite things about you, Luna. Oh, he's blushing! I don't know a single other person who approaches the world with such trust and compassion like you do. And it leaves me in awe each and every time. Unsure if I heard the last part correctly, I turn to look at Enix, who is still staring at me with a steady gaze. He lets out another sigh at my incredulous expression, but this time it sounds different as he playfully tries to mess up my hair. But would it kill you to try and not be such a damn trouble magnet? Please, woman. It's always somehow out of the frying pan and straight into a molten pit of lava with you. God, I feel like I'm gonna have a whole head of white hairs because of you and you alone, honestly. Repeat after me. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Okay, Mr. Isaac Newton. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised in you that given the fact you failed ninth grade basic physics horribly. Hey, don't break that up now, and you totally know Mrs. Radar had it out for me. Ha, as if. You were just that terrible. You robbed that poor old woman of her sanity. This is the ass kisser of our class. I remember she used to bring you packed lunches to school. Favoritism much? That's because I didn't spend every afternoon in detention after being caught snoring in class like an idiot. To Enix, shut up. Honestly, I hate you. You love me and you know it, Luna. You wish, buttface. Maybe I do. What did you say? I said your makeup's coming off. You look like that one zombie boss from Manovania. Manovania. Oh my god. The really hideous one. Asshole. I know, right? This whole route, it's like, oh, it's not the route, it's Enix. He's a disaster. Oh my god. Hi, Davis. Welcome. We are getting mad at Enix like we were 2 weeks ago. As I smack his arm and watch him laugh even harder, a familiar heat secretly fills my cheeks. My heart throbs as it's done many, many times before this moment. In different places and different times, but always for him. Only him. The next morning. Oh yeah, going to lectures. I slump over my desk, barely awake in class. My eyes wince at the sun's bright rays seeping in through the windows. I didn't get any sleep yesterday either. Can't believe Enix made me stay up all night playing that sus alien game with him. I didn't win once. And I completely forgot I have that stupid proctored math exam today. Just great. God, I really don't hope I don't fail this. I can't afford to. I instinctively gulp as I watch my history professor glance at his watch and then back up at class. Though he isn't the teacher administering today's exam, having him as the proctor doesn't make me feel any better. Alright, you may now turn over your exams and begin. Best of luck to you all, and please remember to write down your student ID number up at the top. Because she keeps on forgetting. You're already annoyed. You see, at least you can be annoyed with us as opposed to like on your own, if you know what I mean. You missed the professor? Ah, fun. A few hours later, I decide to visit my favorite cafe again after leaving class. I sit by a window seat with my arms crossed as I stare at my test score in front of me. Oh. What is it? 10%. Jesus. Wow, Luna. Not gonna lie, you kinda suck. But it's okay, you tried. That's what matters. Maybe if I stare at it long enough, it'll just disappear. I close my eyes in meditative practice and focus my mental energy on making the piece of paper in front of me disappear. After a few moments, I open my eyes. To my dismay, the paper is still there and my test score is the same. A hot 10 out of 100. Damn, bro. I knew I was going to do bad, but I didn't think I was going to be this bad. There's no way I'm going to pass that final. Should I just drop out now and attempt to save my grade point average? As I'm sulking over my terrible test score, I failed to notice the cafe's elderly owner, Mr. Soul, coming over to me. Good afternoon, Luna. I came bearing a little gift. Here you go, my dear. This one's on the house for you today, as token of appreciation for being one of my best customers. Mr. Soul placed a small latte with a cute flower design next to me before glancing over at my test score. I hear him let out a chuckle as he readjusts his glasses. Oh dear, that's certainly quite a low score, isn't it? He's saying it as it really is. Oh, reminds him of my own school days. I'll have you know that I wasn't the brightest in the classroom either. Aw, thank you for the latte, Mr. Soul. It looks so delicious and cute. And yeah, I did, pretty terrible in this one. Ah. I know, right? 10% is pretty low. Oh, yeah? So you prefer the professor rather than freaking out over... Where did I put... Huh. I don't know where I've put my... Oh, I guess I've got these. Oh, it's on the floor, right. Use my nose. Oh my, she needs to switch career paths. I know, right? It's clearly just not meant for her. I'm in that photo and I don't like it. You can't be that bad at maths. I think she just needs a good tutor. You know? No worries, my dear. Have you considered perhaps getting someone to tutor you on the city? He knows what's up. Exactly what I said. After all, it's important to ask for help when you need it. A tutor? You know, that actually doesn't sound too bad. Heavens knows I could use the help if I have any hopes of passing this math class. Well, well, you seem to be in good luck today. Why, I see a potential tutoring candidate heading this way right now. Let me guess, it's Enix. Really? Where? Who? As I look up to see who Mr. Soul is talking about, I catch sight of Enix pulling up open the cafe doors from outside. Oh my god, no. If Enix sees my test score, he'll kill me. He'll really do it. Yeah, this is the thing. With this game, it's like, what's the most likely thing that will happen? What's the most classic cliche trope? And it will happen. In some ways, it's a good thing. It's quite funny. I think they know that it's cliche and they embrace it, if you know what I mean. I tremble in fear as I recall the bygone days of our youth. Oh, we're gonna get berated. How do you not understand this, Luna? I've explained it to you over 100 times. Oh god, is this our future? You seriously got it wrong again? Are you even paying attention to me or what? I promised your mom that I was going to help you pass the next midterms, so do you know what that means? It means I'm going to make you learn this, even if we have to do it 1,000 more times. Now listen up, damn it! Okay. I would have loved another tutor to brew jealousy. Getting 2 tutors, that would be quite fun. Oh, but this guy does such a better job teaching me, Enix. The writing is better for it if you take out Enix. If you take out Enix. And I know, right? Enix should have kept that ponytail. My nose. I'm snapped out of my thoughts as Mr. Soul lets out a hearty laugh and motions towards the door. Enix, my boy, welcome back. It's been ages since I last saw you. It's good to see you, Mr. Ah, dear me. I prefer Enix's longer hair. It's good to see you, Miss Soul. You look great, and I gotta admit, I'm really happy to finally be back home. I'm sure you are. After all, there's no place like one's hometown to return to. And can I just say, Mr. Soul looks like the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. By the way, Luna and I were just chatting about how she needs a Mr. Soul, wait! Before he can finish his sentence, I quickly stand up and slam my hands on the table before pointing at the counter. I think there's a customer over there waiting for you. Look! Oh, I think you might be right. Thank you, Luna. I'll be right back, kiddos. No, please take your time. As Mr. Soul takes his leave, Enix slowly canes his head back around and raises an eyebrow. What was it you two were talking about again? We were talking about... What should I say? About you, Enix? About Isla? About something random, of course. Rory is not here for KFC guy. I know, right? Our romance, Mr. Soul. But he does look like the KFC guy, right? Oh my god. About you, Enix, that's totally like... I want to say about Isla. To remind him of the fact that he has a girlfriend. About Isla. Isla? Why would you guys be talking about Isla? She's not even here. Enix frowns as he crosses his arms in a defensive state. Ugh, he looks mad. Did I say Isla? Haha, I meant about what great weather we're having lately. Enix narrows his eyes at me before shifting its attention behind me. So, what's that paper you're trying to hide then? I know, right? I remember my mother was like the most hopeless person to teach maths or anything because she'd just get so frustrated and mad, she'd yell at me and that was it. So it didn't really work out. Look at his little smirk. Paper? What paper? This paper? Oh, this is my, birth certificate? Oh, dear me, she is a mess. Enix suddenly looks up behind me and smiles. Oh, Mr. Soul, you're back so soon. He's back already? As I turn my head around, Enix swipes the paper from my hands and brings it up to his face. I can feel the blood drain from my face as he stares at it for a few seconds before bringing it down. Suddenly, a demonic aura begins to gather. Explain. Now. Look, I'm not very good at math. I'm much more of a liberal arts person, okay? I love it how it says, go, 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 go. I wish my mum had, like, paid for a tutor after school. That would have been nice. I was hopeless. If only I knew that all you need to do was learn the learning objectives and you would have just got a really high grade. That's all I needed to know, but no one taught me that. Never thought I had any standards for childhood friends. Now I do. We all know Enix would be so sad if Luna made good grades. Yeah, he wouldn't get to teach her. If you had a test today, why the hell were you playing games with me all last night instead of studying? Because I forgot, okay? I forgot. It's the honest truth. Gong. That's what it says. You forgot, huh? Please, Enix, spare me. I haven't seen the new season of Miss Moon yet, please. And I'm too young to die. Luna? A 10? Seriously, a 10? I heard from an old classmate that your university is going into finals next week. Just what do you plan on doing? I was actually thinking of dropping the class. Dropping the class? What? No, not the creepy honor student laugh, please. Mr. Soul, someone help! It's way too late to beg for mercy now. Oh my god. A few bone-chilling moments later, he really is a monster. What is going on? I yelp as Enix slams the paper down on the table next to me, his eye twitching in anger as he glares at me. Like actual hell you're dropping a class while I'm here. Hi Sal, welcome! I guess dropping while I'm here. I'm gonna be the one tutoring you, and we're starting tonight. I love the noises and the main character's expression. Don't give me that look, or I'll text your mum and pick up that test. Oh, I'm sure she'd have lots to say with a score like that. Enix, don't bring my mum into this, you jerk. What the hell? Then get ready for some intense college cramming. I'll be over at 8. See ya. Oh, and as payment, my espresso and triple chocolate brownie are going on your tab. Thanks in advance. Good, no, why me? Annex's tip, don't neglect your studies. Education is important. Ding! What is this? It's like an interlude or something. That's great. He really is a demon. He's so mean. A soft moan escapes me as tears well up in my eyes. Enix, please, be gentle. You've done 2 math problems. 2. I hate math. It's not like I'm going to major in any math-related fields anyway, so why do I have to learn it? Sigh, you're hopeless, woman. Completely hopeless. I'm serious, you're the one who randomly wants to become a doctor now, right? Shouldn't you be the one off learning biology or something? Enix grows quiet and I can't help but stare at him. I swallow hard as I open my mouth to voice the thoughts that have plagued me recently. Hi Rose Lover, welcome. Yeah, he's teaching her and she's hating it. And the go intensifies. Hey Enix, can I ask you a question? Will you do another math problem if I answer it? Why did you choose to become a doctor all of a sudden? Dunno, I guess it just sorta happened. What? What do you mean? Enix sighs as he closes my math textbook and places it on the coffee table in front of us. He crosses his arms and looks up at the ceiling. Isla and her family, they kind of convinced me to go into medicine. My eyes widen as I listen to Enix's words. She knows I'm good with science and I like working with people, so she talked me into it. Her parents even said they could manage to fund my entire medical school tuition if I chose to pursue it. Oh my god. I think it did. You said he's a demon, right? But hey, and that's so exciting. Oh my god, I hope you enjoy it. I remember playing a little bit of Girls' Side First Love and damn, it's the rivals and they're having to constantly text people. Oh my god, it's definitely the hardest out of all the Tokimemo out there. But yeah, it's a great game. Holy crap, that's amazing. I remember that Isla comes from a very wealthy family of politicians and lawyers with strong connections to top universities all around the world. Funding an entire person's medical school expenses might sound impossible to someone like me, but for Isla, it's definitely possible. She really is in an entirely different league than I am. My parents also seemed really on board with the idea, as were my older brothers. At the mention of Enix's brothers, my eyes widen as a vivid memory resurfaces. Girls' Side First Love. I've done a mini let's play of that. Only like for, I think it was like an hour or something. I think it's somewhere on my YouTube. But it's basically an otome game where you're in, I think you basically are going through your first, second and third year of high school and you have like lots of scheduling, you have to like wear the right clothes, you have to like contact the guys and message them regularly, and I think in the first one you've also got like rival events. Yeah, it should be in the live tab. But yeah, I worryingly peer into Enix's face as tired eye bags stalk a pale, exhausted complexion. Enix, are you sure you're okay? Isle and I are, well, we're really worried about you. You study all through lunch and homeroom. You go straight to cram school after practice. Every time we invite you somewhere lately, you always say you're busy studying. I understand that it's important, but aren't breaks important too? I'm sorry, but I can't afford to take a break right now, Luna. Our college assessment exams are right around the corner. I have to get the top marks on these tests, just like Errol and Ethan did. Otherwise, I won't ever hear the end of it. But Enix, your brothers are both in graduate school now, and they're way older than you. You can't honestly think to compare yourself with... That doesn't matter. Do you have any clue what it feels like to have everything you ever do criticized and compared to someone else? And all just because they were born before you. Enix, no matter what I do, I'm never good enough, not as good as my brothers. Every time my parents look at me, I see it in their faces, every single time. Even when I try so hard to show them my own achievements, my own efforts, it always ends the same. When he was your age, Errol had a full ride to law school, and Ethan was already running his own business. Couldn't you try a little harder? Why can't you be more like them? It's always the same damn charade. And I'm so tired of hearing that, Luna. I'm sick of it. So, if I ever hope to be good enough, I have to catch up to them. Age has nothing to do with it. One day, Luna, one day, I'll make a name for myself. You'll see it. I won't have to live in their damn shadows anymore. Oh, well, hopefully it hasn't frozen now. I love that. Organity. Oh, stressful. Nice. There's also Tokimeki Memorial Girls Side second season. Third... What's it? Third story? And then fourth heart, I think. First love, second season, third story, fourth heart. Yeah. Asian kid Allegri. It sounds it, doesn't it? Like, but in Japan, only doctors' kids can really be doctors because only doctors' kids can afford to pay for the tuition to be a doctor. So it really has become like, and if you're a doctor's kid, you become a doctor, if you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really, yeah. I'll be equally respected, equally recognized, but the only thing that ensures that future is hard work, so I can't afford to stop now. I'm sorry for unloading all that, but I have to go or I'll be late for practice. Yeah, Fourth Heart is the one that I've done a Let's Play of, which again, it's another one that I need to continue. I got quite far in there. I think I was in my third year. Or second, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he's only dating Isla for education as well. At least it seems that way. See you around. Take care of yourself, okay? That's right. Enix has two older brothers, Errol and Ethan. I love how they all have a name beginning with E. Errol is a very successful lawyer who's been on the news countless times. And Ethan is a famous architect who works alongside some of the biggest names in the world. His parents are also higher-up executives at a huge company before they retired and moved away. He's always had big shoes to fill, being the youngest of such a notoriously successful family. It's fitting if you think about it. I mean, becoming a doctor would make me equally as respected as either of my brothers. Not to mention, it's a practical career field with a good financial outlook in the coming future. Are you happy though? My voice comes out softer than I intended to, but Enix still catches it. What? Don't get me wrong, this sounds fine and all, but I mean, would becoming a doctor like this really make you happy? Is this really what you want to do, Enix? Enix stares at me with an incredulous expression for a few moments before clearing his throat and looking away. Happiness doesn't always fit the mold. What? What's that supposed to mean? Something Ethan told me once. It's always kind of stuck. It means sometimes you can't always have things go your way in life. That's just how it is. Sometimes you need to sacrifice happiness for other more practical outcomes to achieve your goals. Enix, how could you say something stupid like that? I'm not like you, Luna. I don't have the freedom of just following my heart freely like you do. Suddenly, a dark expression covers his face, one I've never seen. Life dealt me my hand a long time ago, and I learned how to play. I'm afraid I also learned that happiness isn't always guaranteed along the way. You can genuinely want something more than anything else in the world, but sometimes in life it won't ever be yours. That's just how it is. I learnt that lesson a long time ago now. For some reason, his eyes come to rest on me as he says this. However, I shake my head as I feel emotions start to seep in. Enix, but what about all those dreams you had? All the stories you used to tell me you wanted to bring to life when we were younger? I remember them. I remember every single one. All the notebooks you filled up with our stories and ideas, all the memories I don't remember any of them. Even if I did, you just said it. They were dreams. That's all they were. Yeah, I know, right? I wonder if his brothers are okay with it. And I mean, why else would he say what he said? It's just a bit. I know, Rose Lover, we've all been screaming about his long hair. To be honest, we've all been screaming about this root and how frustrating it is. A young kid's foolish, stupid dreams. But dreams can become reality if you work hard, and no, they won't. No matter how hard you work, some dreams just won't ever come true. Honestly, haven't you grown up and learned this by now? Damn, he's being a bit mean, isn't he? At Enix's relentless words, I feel something wet fall from my cheek. I touch my skin to realize it's a tear. Oh god, what have I done? Enix falters too. He nervously motions towards me. I know, right? Sometimes, like, honestly, I think I would prefer working a really casual job earning peanuts than a really respectable, extremely high income earning person who hates life. And I base this off of my friends who don't earn much compared to my friends who earn a shit ton. And the friends who earn a shit ton are considerably more unhappy than the friends who don't earn much. So, and it just seems every time I talk to anyone who's earned a lot of money, they say they regret it in some way or another. So I don't know. I don't think it's all about what the numbers are. See, I know you're annoyed with Enix. Enix, I play otome games to run away from reality, please. Oh my god. Luna, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Get out. He lets out a deep sigh and stands up, placing my papers on my table and turning his back on me. As I hear the front door close, a tear falls down my face. You think I don't know that? Of course I do. I know that better than anyone. I know some dreams will never come true. I'm reminded of it every time I see your face. I know. I love these, like, I don't know, it always feels like I'm watching. I think in anime you have those little in between bits that are kind of cute. And that's the thing. Once you enter that career path, it's hard to get out of it, no matter what it is. Yeah, I think I've seen something like that too. It's up to a point, and then the rest is just like unnecessary money that you probably don't have time to spend. That's the thing. You might earn it, but like if you're always busy, then what's the point? Literally no point. I can't help but jump as one of my classmates quickly runs up to me with an excited grin. Luna, did you hear the news? I mean, of course you probably already know, but sheesh, how could you not tell anyone? What are you talking about? What news? Slow down a sec. Geez, your hair's all over the place, you know. That Enix and Isla are dating? That news, girl. Everyone's talking about it. I hear my pencil drop to the floor as I look up in disbelief at the excited face of one of my classmates. What are you talking about? Enix and Isla aren't dating. Oh my god, don't tell me you didn't know either. Aren't you three like super close childhood friends or something? You're always together. Well, apparently they confessed to each other at the fountain a few days ago, and Isla officially broke the news today. Everyone's freaking out with all due reason. Oof, what a way to find out. And what crazy timing, right? With graduation happening less than a week away. Yeah, crazy timing. Going through his own heartbreak, even though he's yelling, you know it's because he's forcing himself to give up on his dreams too. Not gonna lie though, to be honest, I kind of always thought you and Enix would end up together. But, well, I guess not. It really does feel like a manga or something. I agree, Sal. I really like it. And like the expression on the sprite. Without being able to think, speak, or process what's happening, I feel my feet carry me out of the classroom. I run down the halls as fast as I can to the one place I know I'll find the truth, the one place I'll find Enix. No. There's no way. There's simply no way. Tears well up in my eyes as I run faster and faster, shoving students, knocking over papers, getting yelled at by teachers. But I don't care. Nothing matters at this moment. Nothing. I know, she finds out from someone else. It's just everything about it is wrong. I pant loudly as I try to catch my breath, finally reaching the gym and the entrance to the school's baseball field. It's not true. Enix never said anything, and I know him better than anyone. This is all just a misunderstanding. He would have told me. He would have said something before. And yet, I feel my heart nearly stop at the sight before me. Enix and Isla are holding hands on the field as the baseball team cheers around them. That doesn't look like a happy face though, unless there's a blush hiding underneath. Enix motions for his friends to stop their hollering, but Isla only giggles in joy at their incessant teasing. Suddenly, all the boys on the team start to chant together. Kiss her, kiss her, kiss her. Sorry, I had to. My vision blurs due to the amount of tears falling from my eyes. I feel like my heart is being ripped apart as I dig my nails into my palm and watch Enix and Isla lean into each other. Ooh. No, Enix, wait, please don't. I don't want to date this guy, Kennedy. Aren't you glad I picked this route so you don't have to play it on your own? The cheering turns to hollering and clapping. As I watch their lips meet, I feel my heart shatter into pieces. Pieces I know that I'll never be able to put them back together. I think in the past, the color is all like, sort of sepia. I slowly rub my eyes open only to find myself in my bedroom. If there's any high school scene, it will be in the past because she's at uni now. I let out a loud sigh as a dull pain aches in my chest. Idiot. You're such an idiot, Luna. Why bring up the past now? What good has it ever done you? Despite saying this, tears begin to form again, and I can do nothing to stop them. From the corner of the room, a small little penguin watches me with a worried expression. Oh, little one. I kind of want to draw a fan art of that. I know that now, but I was just thinking, didn't he just tell us he was with Isla because they're going to pay for school? Oh, of course, yeah, you just hear it all, don't you? Yeah, no, he did tell us, like, literally now that all of that stuff about paying for school. But obviously the main character's, like, looking at him and Isla get together, like, what the fuck, in the past. A few days later, I sit on my couch staring at my TV with tired eyes as I lifelessly skip through channel after channel. Suddenly, a flashy news report comes on the screen. Ooh. And now, for our segment on trending topics. Here we are at the grand opening of 8-Bit Lives, the interactive visual reality video game exhibit that's currently touring the country and helping people all over the world relive their childhoods. Virtual reality video game exhibit? What's this about? Various video game companies have partnered up with tech titans to, I don't know why I'm reading it out like this sometimes, I don't know. Tech titans to bring to life this revolutionary experience which immerses you in 3D worlds, all using VR technology. The exhibit even features live musical performances taking place as you literally walk through some of the most famous games in history. It's a true must-see experience for any gaming fan out there. Holy crap, that seems like so much fun. I would love to go. Oof, but I bet all the tickets are way beyond sold out at this point for a cool event like that. I sigh as I turn off the TV, glancing hopefully at my phone. No new messages. Of course, why would he even message me in the first place? Not like I'm anyone special. Master Luna, are you, feeling better? Oh, she's so cute! I raise my head to see a familiar little penguin peering worryingly into my face. Yes, Philia, I'm sorry for worrying you. Guess I must make your job really difficult, huh? No, that's not true at all. My job is to help you experience love, and, well, this is a normal part of it. After all, just because two people love each other doesn't mean they also don't fight or get angry at each other. It's quite the opposite, actually. They usually fight because they love each other so much, just like you and Mr. Enix do. Philia, spell or no spell, Enix doesn't love me. He never has. At least, not in the way I love him. I think you and I both know that at this point. Wrong. I have proof. Philia grins as she waddles up on the couch. Oh, she's just so cute. Since you were feeling all mopey the last few days, I went over to Mr. Enix's house for myself to find something that would cheer you up. What? You broke into Enix's house? Did he see you? Philia, you can't just break into other people's houses. Oh, please. That's the least of your worries. Didn't I tell you? Normally humans can't see me, unless they're a wizard or something, but I don't think that's the case here. Anyways, I found this. My proof that Mr. Enix is madly in love with you. Oh. Is this his diary? I know, me too. Philia's so cute. Philia brings out an old, worn notebook she was hiding behind her back and lays it on my lap. My eyes widen as I immediately recognize the cover. Philia, wait. This is... Well, am I right or am I right? If Mr. Enix didn't love you, then why would your name be all over this notebook of his? Huh? Oh, I know exactly what happened. Word for word, even. He must have wrote all this when he was terribly heartbroken the last few days after you two fought. His heart was crying out in pain, and thus he took to pen and paper to write out his sorrows of love. Très romantique. Oh, she's adorable. A genuine laugh escapes me as I grab the tattered notebook. Philia, you dummy, this notebook is from when we were kids. Inside it was a story for a video game that Enix and I created together. We even worked on it for years and years back then. Of course my name is in it. Wait, what? You guys wrote all this when you were kids? Oh, oopsies. Well, guess that also explains the really bad handwriting and the stick figures. Oh, bless. What? She actually thought this was from now? Oh, bless the little penguin. I smile fondly as I turn the notebook's old pages and see the terrible handwriting of two hyperactive 7-year-olds. This is so cute. Each page is lined with ideas for a story that we had both promised to make. What did I write? Oops. I promised to make into a video game one day. From a cast of characters, monsters and bosses, even outlines of swords and weapons, we dreamed up an entire world together. Oh, suddenly the art style's gotten a bit more adult. More detailed drawings and notes began appearing, ones I was not familiar with. I realized the date on each page now jumped to years later from when we first started the notebook. He continued it? I turn more and more pages and the drawings grow more detailed. More notes and outlines peek out beside them. Oh, my heart! Oh, my heart, that's too cute! Suddenly I turn to one page and my heart somersaults. Wait, is this me? On the last page is a sketch of me smiling. A note below the drawing labels the date to be about a week before our high school graduation. Oh, my heart! The caption next to the drawing reads, "I'll never give up on our dream." Oh my god. Oh, this breaks my heart. Oh god. I turn to the next page, but find that they all go blank afterwards. What? It all just suddenly stops? Oh, that is heartbreaking. Oh my god. As I close the notebook, I hold it gently to my chest. This notebook, it's years of effort and dedication, all for that one dream. How could he possibly say he doesn't remember it now? Since early on in our lives, Enix and I always shared the same love of video games. Who is she studying for? I don't know. She said, I think she's like doing liberal arts or something. I honestly can't remember. We would get lost in all the stories we embarked on, all the characters we met, all the worlds we discovered together. During the toughest parts of our lives, we always had each other and the games that inspired us to dream and keep on going. The very same games that brought us together. Isla was never much of a fan, but Enix and I? Oh, the afternoons we would spend together as kids just laughing and playing and making up our own stories until our parents had to drag us home. Fancy! I'm dying. Are you having just... Thinking back on it now, perhaps those are the times I truly remember Enix smiling the brightest. I know he still remembers that dream we made, and if he doesn't, I'll make him remember it. Just as I think this, my doorbell rings. Oh. Don't like him that much, Kennedy. Oh my god. I'm starting to like him now that we've got a bit more like of this backstory and his like sadness and stuff. I love Luna though. She's so adorable. I peek through the door and see no one. As I'm about to head back in, I see a small bag on the floor filled with snacks, a tub of ice cream and a note. Ugh. Oh, why does he have to do such sweet things? Snacks and food really are the way to girls, at least my heart. I guess you're frustrated with him, Canity. I'm sorry. Here's my peace treaty offer. P.S. They ran out of your favorite brand, but I hope this one's okay too. He remembers the favorite brand. Oh my god. Oh my heart. I smile as I pick up the small bag and glance at Enix's closed door. A small but firm feeling of determination fills my heart as I look inside the bag to see all of my favorite snacks. Even some I had forgotten that I loved so much. My chest aches with warmth to think that there's someone out there who knows me better than I even maybe know myself. I'll definitely make you remember that dream, Enix. More than anything, I just want you to be happy again. Oh my god, I just scratched a scratch. Not even tell your best friend who is even like a girl you like. I guess he didn't want to tell her because he liked her. It was all a mess though. Is it bad that I now don't really care that much that he has a girlfriend? I'm like, she's not a real girlfriend. More than anything, I just want you to be happy again. Even if you do choose to abandon your dreams, I want you to do it with a smile on your face. I won't give up until then. As I close the door, an idea suddenly hits me. Philia, I need your help. Yo, what's up? Can you teach me some magic, please? What? Teach you magic? This is kinda sudden. Please, I really need your help with something. Pretty please? What kind of magic are we talking about exactly? Why, the best kind there is, of course. Money magic. What the hell is money magic? For along the time when he was more unavailable. The next day. Oh look, it's the Peachleaf Valley. That's a game that hasn't come out. It is like planned for release at some point, right? I heard about it a lot like a couple of years ago, but it's been years. But it's cute to see it in other games. The next day. As we wait in line to enter a giant convention center, I can spot posters popping up with mascots from some of my favorite video games in the distance. I look over Enix to see him visibly shaking with excitement as his eyes dart all over the area. Holy shit, holy freaking shit. I can't believe we're actually standing in line to 8-bit lives. Oh my god, he's so happy, bless him. Are there any cute or more emotionally intelligent men in this game? There were a couple of other ones. I don't really know what their roots will be like. I went for this one purely based on looks alone. And I don't know, I thought it'd be juicy to have a route where there's another. Also, I didn't want to play a route with another woman in it on my own because I hate those routes. Luna, seriously, how on earth did you get tickets to this thing? They were completely sold out months ago. Want to know how I know that? Because I emailed the event coordinators like 3 times a day, every day, for like 4 months, and they still wouldn't budge. Heartless jerks. I think they blocked me. Wow, he really wanted to go. Oh, so that explains why the devs contacted me regarding this game, because I was thinking, I thought they were working on Peachleaf Valley, so this was kind of like a pleasant surprise, you know? Would be please. Well, I had help from a very magical cheese-loving penguin, so thank her. Okay, so you don't plan on telling me, that's cool. Just still can't believe we're actually going to attend this thing. I'm so hyped, man. God, I'm shaking. Alright, so I memorized the schedule for today online, and there's a panel with a whole bunch of really cool voice actors after the VR show ends, which we gotta see. And after that ends, they're opening a booth with merch that they're only selling at this location, so I hope you bought Cashabum, because I definitely did. Hee. I know, right? That's how you get blocklisted. And then after that, there's the... Huh? What's up? Why are you laughing all of a sudden? Because, geez, I knew this thing would be totally up your alley, but I didn't think you'd be this over the moon about it. It's been years since I've seen you this enthusiastic about something, you know? You look like a kid on Christmas. Leave me alone. I'm just excited, okay? Damn, that face. Cute. I agree with you, Luna. Look at his little blushy face. No chance, but for sure he will be my least favorite. See ya. You're killing me. Gosh, I didn't realize Hika. That's cool though. Goes to show how popular it is. As we make it to the front of the line for the exhibit, we can't help but marvel at the giant technological setup from the outside. We point, laugh, and take pictures as we watch people interact with mascots, characters, and cosplayers from their favorite games throughout the reception area. Eventually, we reach the inside of the building and get organized into groups. A staff member hands us our headsets and motions us towards a group heading into an exhibit room. Alex and I playfully nudge each other as we quickly walk towards our destination, excitement visible in our faces. A guide brings us into an expansive room that has replaced its walls and flooring with full-scale projector screens and ushers us to put on our headsets. Enix and I snap a quick, goofy selfie before we turn to face the announcer and the lights begin to dim. Ooh. A voice in our headset suddenly rings out and begins to go over some safety instructions and precautions. Yeah, I'm hoping Isla doesn't like him that much and just wanted to get with him to get back at Luna or something. I don't know. I'm hoping it's nothing too... Someone who really... I can't remember her name, but they really liked this game and they came to this stream 2 weeks ago and they were saying that they found it a very satisfying ending, so I'm hoping I'll be satisfied too. A voice in our headset suddenly rings out and begins to go over some safety instructions and precautions. I feel Enix grab my arm and pull me slightly towards him as if not wanting to lose me in the crowd. Eventually, lights begin to appear in our field of vision as a countdown commences. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is exciting, and I'm not even there. It's a castle. And you reach that go, oh, he already got a girlfriend will always be my least favorite route and trope, especially with a mean girl trope. I get it though, Other Woman is my least favorite. But you know, this isn't so bad. The Other Woman routes that I hate are the ones where the guy is pining over that woman. Like, that's when it's the worst. Suddenly, the whole room disappears before us, and in its place, we are immersed in front of an impressive-looking 3D castle as the theme song starts playing. I can only beam in awe as everyone around the room begins to clap and cheer around us. All around the space, digital holograms of knights and people dressed in medieval tunics appear next to us as if we had just landed in the middle of a video game. Whoa, what the hell? This is so cool! Holy shit, Luna, look at this! This is amazing! To think they'd utilize VR technology to literally bring this to life. Look at all these details. I'm floored, man, floored. Oh my god, Enix, look, it's changing, it's changing. People continue to cheer and yell as the 3D world around us changes into a dark medieval castle. Suddenly, a swarm of virtual bats screech before flying overhead of us deeper into the dark halls ahead. Yo, I recognize this place. This is Dracula's castle from the famous vampire game. Manovania or something, right? Damn, this looks good. Luna, heads up. You might see a grown man cry today. And it might be me. You dumb fanboy, don't cry. This is way too cool to cry over. Man, I'm one hell of a damn weeb and I love it. Oh, it's gone to village type of vibe now. As the background begins to change again, a familiar melody begins to play out through the room as knights clash their swords. A gasp escapes me as I turn to Enix, knowing it's his favorite game of all time, The Tale of Link. Suddenly, a 3D knight dressed in green holding a giant sword appears. He rides to the village on a great brown stallion with a castle glowing in the horizon. Enix, did you see that? It was him, the great hero. Luna, don't look at me right now. Oh, Enix, I can't believe you're actually crying. Let's go, we gotta see it all. This is so cute. Yeah, I know, Hika. I want to see what, like, the relationship was as well. I don't know if they'll show us more of it later, but... As if it with the most natural feeling in the world, I take his hand in mine as we move throughout the virtual space. My cheeks start to hurt from smiling and laughing as we explore the interactive worlds appearing around us. You know what's really funny? If I had read they're holding hands like 2 weeks ago, I would have been like, no, what are you doing? This is horrible, don't do it. But now I'm like, oh, I see, okay, cool. They're just friends. Among a sea of smiles, laughter, wonder, and amazement, I relish the feeling of being next to Enix as I watch him enjoy himself to the fullest. And as he shoots me another smile, another genuine smile, I know in my heart, among all the wonders happening around us, that smile of his is the most wonderful of all to me. He's so happy, bless him. Eventually, the show comes to an end. The staff encourages us to chat and take pictures among several posters and interactive decor on display outside. Oh man, look Luna, they've even 3D printed out the stone and the legendary sword. You don't think they'd let me take it home, do you? Oh, Enix, take a picture of me trying to pull the sword out and then I'll take one of you, come on. We laugh and take funny photos together as we browse the rest of the venue and enjoy the remainder of the exhibits. Eventually, the shops selling exclusive merchandise open up, and then Enix and I are reborn. Oh my god, this is so cute! That's so cute. Finally, Artist Alley is open! Time to waste all my money on cute merch of my favorite characters. Oh my god, this is too relatable, it makes me sad. Oh my god, Enix, look! New acrylic charms! I can finally make a brand new eater bag of my husband, my 7th one! Oh my god, I love this so much! Holy crap, and they're selling limited run enamel pens here too! Pins too! Yes! I just started a brand new pin collection! I need these! Yeah! I'll spend every single cent to my name for my darling waifus and husbandos. Same. I'll happily starve the next 2 weeks if it means I can add new merch to my collection. Oh, this is so cute and funny. I love it. Yeah, who cares about having money anyways? Look at that adorable button badge. I'm gonna go into debt and take out a loan for that body pillow over there. Financial freedom is so overrated. Take my money. I love it how it says, asterisk, please do not go into debt buying merchandise of your 2D husbandos and waifus. Oh my god. As Enix and I continue to make very bad financial decisions, a pair of voices suddenly draw our attention from behind us. Hey, did you hear what that announcer just said? They're going to be raffling a super exclusive limited convention only figure of the Miss Moon series. Yeah, and I also heard they're giving away one from Tale of Link too. Oh, I hope we win. I'm so happy we got tickets. Same, but I mean, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of either of those series. But I can always sell them online for a totally absurd price. Some dumb fan will totally buy it. Oh my god, I hate you, Girl One. Oh, so bad. Can't believe my bestie's a scalper. Teehee. Oh, God. I hate scalpers so much. Hey, you two. Where'd you get those raffle tickets? Huh? We got them at the booth over there. Are there any more? No, I think they're sold out. We got the last ones. Is that so? Hey, Enix. Did you hear that? Yeah, I heard. A super exclusive limited convention only release of a special figure from Miss Moon and Tale of Link series. And she's planning to scalp them if she wins. She's not even a fan. Oh, tell me, do you like being alive? Give us those tickets and I promise you'll taste the sweet release of death. I've watched all 7 seasons of The Last of Us. Believe me, I know how to bury a body. Price scalping is bad. Murder is also bad. And I will absolutely consider serving time in prison for an exclusive con-only release figure of my waifu. Now, give us those tickets or perish. What the hell? Oh my god. That's funny. The chibi art is really cute though. Oh, hi, Luna. Welcome. It's been a long time. Thank you for dropping by. Miss Moon, I wonder what that could be. Yeah, I wonder. As we finally leave out through the entrance, it's quite late and the crowds have significantly died down. We finish a few hot dogs we bought at a nearby concession stand as our dinner while we rest on a bench outside. Alex looks up at a giant marketing poster on display of his favorite game and reaches his hand out to touch it. The Tale of Link has always been your favorite, right? I stand next to him, watching him wear a proud smile on his face as he looks up at the artwork. Yeah, this game really influenced me a lot growing up. It gave me courage in some really dark times and made me smile when I didn't think I'd ever smile again. It's really special to me. I'm sure you know that feeling too, right? Hehe, of course. I feel the same way about the Miss Moon series. She taught me there's a superhero inside all of us, including myself. We really are alike, huh, you and I? Is that such a bad thing? My heart squeezes as I feel a hand ruffle my hair and I look over to see Enix smiling at me. Are you kidding? It's the best thing in the entire world to me. Life couldn't have given me a better best friend. Yeah, because scalping is bad. They're not even fans of it. Screw them. A moment of silence takes place as only the sound of the evening breeze is heard. I play with the ends of my hair for a few seconds before taking a deep breath, mustering up all the courage I can gather. Did you really forget about that dream of ours? Silent seconds turn into minutes. Friend zone. You didn't need to point that out. I frown in fear that I may have stepped on a still open wound. Just as I get ready to apologize. Of course not. Not for a single moment. Just like I haven't ever forgotten you. How could I? Enix looks at me and it feels as if he's staring right into the depth of my heart. His expression looks as if he's waiting for my answer. What should I do? Grab his hand. Look away. Save here. I know the choices don't really matter. Obviously, I'm gonna grab his hand because we're aiming for a good ending. I feel my heartstrings tug as a wave of courage washes over me and ignites a small fire in my heart. I can feel him flinch as I slowly take his hand in mine, commanding his full attention. Enix, look, all of this time, I actually... Mummy, come quick! It's the legendary hero, I found him! What is this? We turn around at the source of the excited scream to see a little boy running towards the hero's poster at full speed. So I love that. Grab his hand. He screeches to stop right in front of it as he stares up at the giant artwork with twinkling eyes. Whoa, this is awesome! Mom, look! It's the hero, just like in the game! A woman approaches us with an apologetic smile as she tries to quiet down her son. But Enix grins and suddenly kneels down next to the boy and points up at the poster. Are you a fan of the great hero, bud? Heck yeah! I'm his biggest fan! He's my favorite character ever! Nice! I totally know how you feel. He's mine too. The mother laughs gingerly at the heartwarming display and I can only giggle at their wholesome interaction. A few moments later, Enix returns to my side and smiles at the older woman next to me. Oh, I'm truly so sorry for bothering you two. It's just he really loves that game and wanted a picture next to the hero's poster. There's no need to apologize, ma'am. We were just the same at that age, right, Luna? Hehe, it's true, and here we are, years later. My eyes widen as I suddenly realize the mother is crying. She's still staring at her son, but tears suddenly begin pouring out of her eyes as she covers her face. Enix notices it too as he cautiously approaches her. Ma'am, are you alright? Oh, I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. I promise you, these tears come from nothing but joy. What do you mean? Are you sure you're okay? If you're feeling unwell, we can go get some help. No, it's nothing like that. Allow me to explain. You see, my son was very ill when he was young. He was born with a lot of medical problems and spent most of his youth bouncing from one hospital to another. Enix and I briefly exchanged a worried look as we turned back to listen to her story. There came a point when I thought we were going to lose him altogether. He had to go through a major surgery at such a tender age, and he was so afraid. We all were. But then, one day, my husband brought him this game as a gift in hopes to raise his spirits. At first, we thought he'd toss it aside, just like he'd done with all his previous toys. But he didn't. Rather, he fell in love with it. He simply wouldn't put it down. He fell in love with the story and with the characters of the hero so much that he vowed to be just like him. It was thanks to this story that my son agreed to undergo the surgery, and he's still here with us now. Oh, that's so cute. To others, this might simply be a game, but to my son, it was the strength and courage he needed to keep on living. It was his light in his darkest hour. Aww. I feel tears welling up in my eyes as I listen to the mother's heartfelt story as Enix listens intently. I am so grateful to the people who created this game, who created these characters whom were able to inspire my son to keep fighting. To some, it may just simply be a video game, a good pastime, but to me, it became my entire world, and it ended up giving my family the most beautiful gift of all, hope. Now, my son says his dream is to create a game that will inspire others when he grows up. Tears spill from my eyes as I turn to look at Enix. I can't make out his expression as he turns away. That's so beautiful, Mom. Thank you for sharing his story with us. We're really happy for you both. Of course, honey. Thank you for both for listening and being so understanding. The young boy runs up to his mum again and hugs her legs. Mommy, thank you for taking me here. I'm so happy. I'm trying my best with the kiddie voice. It doesn't work, but the children are always really loud though. I can't wait to make a game one day like this one. What I do next surprises even me. Without thinking, I kneel down next to the little boy and smile. Hey, did you know that boy right there has the same dream you do? Just telling people without asking him. He wants to make video games too. He loves them with all his heart, just like you. Seriously? No way. Really, mister? You're gonna make games too when you grow up? I don't know why I can't help it. I read it and it's like, that's the voice I imagine. Yep, he wrote an amazing story about a group of brave heroes traveling through all sorts of different worlds and going on an exciting event together. That is so cool! Whoa, mister, I can't wait to play your game one day. Thanks, bud. Well then, I, hope you look forward to it. Laughter echoes through the night as we spend some time together with our new small friend. That is such a cute sort of game dev propaganda. That's such a cute, like, moment though. Let's all become game devs, yay. Gosh, I really do admire game devs though. I had to do the kiddie voice. After leaving the grounds of the convention center, we decide to head home for the night. On our way home, a small park we used to frequent as teenagers comes into view. I look over at Enix as he walks beside me, staring at the ground, seemingly lost in thought. He's been oddly quiet ever since we ran into that young boy. As the leaves rustle in the night breeze, I bite my lip in hesitation. What should I do? Call out to him. I swallow hard, gathering my courage as I turn to him. Hey. As we stare at each other wide-eyed, we can't help but laugh at our coincidence of suddenly talking at the exact same moment. Sorry, you were saying? Nah, you can go first. Despite his reassurance, I can only cast my gaze down as I look for the right words. Enix, I just want to ask you one thing. If you can answer it truthfully, I promise I won't ever bother you again about it. Alright, what is it? He says this, but his eyes tell me he knows what I'm going to ask. Do you really want to become a doctor? Oof. I wish that, like, there's so many demos out there, but, like, not as many full games, if you know what I mean. I can't wait until the demos become full games. If you think about the number of demos, though, we're gonna have so many games over the next years. Not even a little bit. I knew it. Then, do you, still really want to give up on your dream of making games? At this, Enix lets out a loud sigh. He turns around as he tears his hands through his hair before turning back around with a frustrated expression. You're really making this hard for me, you know that? What? Up until the moment I saw you again, I really thought I had it all figured out. I thought I had finally gotten my life together. I had my goals set, I had my choices made, and everyone around me liked them. I even thought, hell, I could eventually learn to like them too. But then you came along. As he says this, his tone grows serious. Expecting another scolding, I look down as I see that he's walking towards me. You come along and bring up the past. You keep bringing up old emotions and feelings that I thought I had finally gotten rid of after all this time. All these things that I thought I had finally buried away and moved on without. I avert my gaze to the ground as he comes to a stop in front of me. Oh, this music is making me feel emotional. Is it just me? However, he reaches his hand out and slowly lifts my chin to look up at him, and my breath hitches. And you make me realize how much of a goddamn idiot I am. To think that I could ever truly live without them in the first place? To think that I could ever live without you, Luna? My mind goes blank. The only sounds I can make out is my heart beating louder than I've ever heard in my life. I'm unable to think, to speak. I can only watch as Enix's face grow closer to mine as he brings one of his hands to cut my cheek. Oh no, you can't kiss her, you've got a girlfriend. Oh, but I don't care about her. Please, say something. Anything. I missed you so much. My words come out in barely a whisper, and I wrap my arms around Enix's waist in a tight embrace. I feel him hug me back tightly as one of his hands digs into my hair. We stay like that for a few minutes, but just when he tries to pull back, I tighten my hold. Please, just a little longer. Please. However, I flinch in surprise when Enix suddenly whispers in my ear, Luna, look at me. No, I can't. I really can't. I shouldn't. Enix jolts me out of my thoughts as he pulls me back slightly, only to look into my eyes. I missed you too. That's the thing. If he breaks up with her first, then I'll be okay with it. I feel tears burn in my eyes from the intense emotions running through me, but I'm unable to look away. He cuts my cheek again. I watch as his eyes lower down to stay transfixed on my lip. No, don't do it yet. Our foreheads press together, but he keeps leaning in. I watch his eyes close as I slowly start to close mine, as if our actions aren't even our own anymore. As if there's much greater force at play taking hold of us both, leaving no room for thinking. A soft whisper escapes my lips as I say his name. And just as our lips are barely inches apart, his phone rings. Oh, is it just me that I'm like low-key glad? Is it Isla? It's really weird how Isla's just non-existent. When is she appearing? See, you're killing me. Oh, depressing time. I throw a baseball in the air and watch as it falls back down to land in my hand. I repeat the action several times as if I lost in a dazed trance before eventually stopping, letting out a deep sigh. It must be my millionth sigh of the night, but what does it matter? Everything just feels so pointless. Luna's face and voice echo in my ears after the events from last night replay over and over in my head like a broken reel. She ran off with a foreign prince. I wonder how it's gonna go. But yeah, I love how they embrace the classic tropes. It does make me laugh. As Luna softly whispers my name, I almost lose all sense of logic and reasoning. I watch as her eyes flutter closed, as she stays still as I lean closer. I'm kind of glad that I'm happy that they do the point of view of the love interest as well, because that's one of my favorite things in otome games is when they do POVs. Like, I prefer that. Not all otome do that, but when they do, I'm like, yes! My heart is pounding so hard it hurts, but my head isn't thinking. All I see is her. All I feel is her. All I want in this moment is her. But my phone's obnoxious ringing sends both of us back into reality. I close my eyes and scowl as I pull away from Luna. I know exactly who's calling me. Somehow she always manages to have the worst timing. I step back, pulling out my phone, and stare at the call ID for a few moments in contemplation. God, I really don't want to answer. But it's Luna's voice that breaks through the silence. Answer her. You have no reason not to. I look up at her in surprise. She knows who it is too. Guilt impales me like a spear as I watch Luna quickly turn away from me, her figure shaking. She doesn't deserve this. I know that better than anyone. I grip my teeth, an overwhelming sense of self-hatred coursing through my veins as I pick up the phone. Hey, Isla. In a moment of blind rage, I throw the baseball against my wall. It ricochets against the wood panels and knocks down the nearby frame of my bedside table, shattering it. I look over. It's a picture of me and Isla. I stare at it for a few moments before I let out a large sigh, not even motivated enough to pick it up from the floor. I groan, tearing my hands through my hair, and fall back onto my bed. Just what the actual hell am I doing? I'm in a committed relationship. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be feeling this way towards anyone else. God, I'm such a worthless bastard. I had apologized to Luna last night for my actions, but... she didn't even look at me as I did. She just smiled and said it was fine. That we both just got caught up in our adrenaline and emotions from the exhibit and that it didn't mean anything. Oh, I see. Yeah, because I don't self-insert at all. So for me, it kind of works better for me. Because I don't know, I like seeing the guy, especially when it's like a kudere or tsundere or something, and it actually says what they're thinking as opposed to the cold exterior. Kennedy! Wow, he does have thoughts after all. I'm sure if you get it together, don't kiss someone else while you've got a girlfriend. Do what you need to do with your life first and then kiss MC. I know, I feel the same way. Like, I think it was 2 months before I got together with my current boyfriend, I was with my ex, and I already liked my current boyfriend at that point. And I just broke up with him because I was like, you know what, this is a crappy relationship anyway. And, like, it just makes so much more sense to break up and then get with the next person. I don't know, I don't really get it. I felt my heart sink when she said that, but what else am I in any position to say? Or to feel? I sigh deeply for what must have been the millionth time today, and decide to push everything out of my mind and take a shower. After a steaming hot shower, I feel somewhat more composed. I walk back into my room and look down at the glass mess still on the floor, carefully kneeling down to grab the broken picture frame. It was a picture of Isla and I on our graduation day. Isla beams, a giant smile next to me, wearing a fake one. To think This was the week that my whole life changed. Oh my god, I like his hair like that. Why can't it always be like that? Basically, his hair in every other situation is better than his normal one. I think that's a form of self-insert, or at least people refer to that as self-insert, because they're like still falling into their, like, you're still experiencing it from their perspective, even if you're not seeing it as yourself. Whereas when I read it, I'm just seeing them as like, I'm not really seeing from their perspective. I'm just seeing it as like, this is the tale of these two people. Cool, this is interesting. Maybe that's what it is. He looks older. I stare at my sweaty palms as I try to stand up straight. The anxiety swirling in my chest almost makes it hard to breathe, but I try my best to shake those thoughts off, as I guess this is in the past. I look up to stare at my reflection in my locker's small mirror. Sure, there's hesitation in my eyes, but there's determination as well. I muster up a smile. All right, this is it. Today's the day. I say this, but shit, I'm so damn nervous. I feel like I might actually throw up. Ugh, how the hell do people make this seem so easy, man? All those stupid shoujo mangas are a damn lie. I had spent months, no, years building up the courage for what I was about to do. Oh, he was gonna confess to her, wasn't he? Confess my feelings to my best friend. I thought to myself that confessing to anyone is a stressful scenario, but even more when it's someone I've basically known my whole life. Someone I've adored my whole life. To think that I could lose my best friend and our friendship in the blink of an eye was just downright terrifying. There was no other word for it. That mere thought of it had kept me from taking action for years because I couldn't even imagine what my life would be without her. But I knew I also couldn't keep going any longer without telling her the truth about how I felt. I can do this, damn it. No chickening out this time, Enix. Whatever happens, happens, but I'll tell her today. I glanced at a small charm swing from my bag and recalled Luna's smiling face. She had stayed up all night making it for me a few months back when I told her I was nervous before a big game. One of the countless ways she had supported me through all the trials of my life. Luna. God, just her name makes my heart pound like crazy. I'll tell her today. I have to. I'll tell her she means the world to... Oh. I nearly dump out of my skin as I hear a locker nearby slam shut next to me and reveal the face of one of my junior teammates. Oh shoot, sorry Captain, I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't think there was anyone around here still left. I thought you'd be outside watching the show. The show? What are you talking about? Yeah, didn't you know? Everyone's talking about it. The captain of the basketball team is confessing to that girl today. I think her name was Luna? Ooh. I heard she never had a boyfriend before. I wonder how she'll take it. Captain? You okay? I feel my heart nearly stop and drop into my stomach as my brain processes the words. I slam my locker and grab my bag before running out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is tense. I see a small crowd of students all hovering at the field. In the distance, I see Luna standing next to another guy. Canon T, I love it how you're like naming all the tropes. In the distance, a pang of jealousy hits me as I watch her smile at him. And this music as well. But just as he tries to grab her hand, I see her pull back nervously and step away. Why, that cheeky son of a... Oh, he's getting mad. I narrow my eyes as I start marching towards the field when a hand suddenly grabs my arm and pulls me back. Isla? Oh? You're finally going to do it, aren't you? Don't do it, Enix, please. I stare at her with a puzzled expression as she casts a gaze down. Eventually, she takes a deep breath before she looks up at me with teary eyes and grabs my hand. Your feelings won't be reciprocated, you know that. There's no way to really know that unless I finally do this, Isla. Now please, let me... She doesn't love you, Enix. Ooh. See, I love it how you're getting so mad. My eyes widen as I watch Isla suddenly lose her composure. I sigh as I grab her hand to remove it from mine, but she puts her other hand over it to stop me and begins to cry. She doesn't love you. You're just a friend to her. Luna told me her... Oh, no. Oh, why? Oh. Oh. But I think we all knew this was coming. Right, Raven? It's like, shh. I asked about you the last time we talked, and she sees you as a childhood friend and nothing more. The three of us have known each other for a long time, Enix. She has no reason to lie to me. I feel my heart drop at the words coming out of Isla's mouth. Without my consent, months and years worth of courage I had been trying to build up all this time began to crumble under my feet in seconds. Just as I open my mouth to say something, Isla continues. I'm sorry, Enix. The truth is, she's already in love with someone else. No! Oh, God, this is so frustrating. Oh, why? Oh, God. This happens in otome games way too much. He's supposed to be smart. He's clearly, like, logically smart, but not emotionally smart. So, if you tell her now, your feelings will only burden her and ruin a lifelong friendship. Is that really what you want? To lose Luna? I look over to where Luna is and watch her as she smiles and laughs with another guy. I can't make out what they're saying, but it no longer feels like I even need to. Rose lover, to be honest, I'm the same as you. I'm like, oh, screw her. She don't know what she's doing, you know? What was that I missed? She doesn't love you. The words echo through my entire body. Is that really what you want? To lose Luna? Like something wrapped itself around my throat, I feel my mouth go dry. All I can do is only watch her from afar, as I feel my heart slowly break into countless fragmented pieces. But I love you, Enix. Isla? Oh God, I keep on missing bits. I'm getting a bit too excited. Isla? What are you saying? It's true. I've loved you for so long now, but I was always too afraid to tell you. I'm sorry that Luna doesn't feel the same way about you, and she never will. But I do. I really, truly do. Rebound! Doesn't love you. She never will. She loves someone else. I'm unable to process anything as I just simply stare at the crying girl in front of me. Eventually, I sigh as I run my hands through my hair. Isla, listen, I'm sorry, but I don't... Suddenly, she embraces me. I can feel her shaking in my arms as she cries into my chest with the most intense emotion I've ever seen her show. Please, Enix, please, just give me a chance. Give me one chance. I know I can make you happy. I can give you everything. Everything... Oh, God, I'm getting too excited. Everything Luna would have never given you. Just please give me a chance to prove it. I love you, Enix. But the one who I love isn't you. The one I love is... I look over at Luna one last time before looking down at Isla. And I never had the courage to look back up again. Oh, I don't like this. As I pick up the glass pieces, I'm careful not to damage the photograph. I place it gently by my bedside and reach for my phone, dialing Isla's number. After a few rings, she finally picks up. Hey, babe. Oh, hi, darling. How are you? I've been better, I guess. We're having some real crappy weather down here lately. Hey, listen, can we just talk for a bit? I really need... Sold out? What the hell do you mean they're sold out? Then why are the shoes on display over there, you imbecile? Look, I don't care about your excuses. Find me your manager then. I'm not leaving without them. Ugh, stupid, useless idiots. They deserve the minimum wage they're paid. Whew. Is everything okay over there? Oh, sorry, hun. I'm out shopping right now, so I'll talk to you when I get the chance later. It can wait, right? Great. Bye. Love you. Mwah. Oh, God, she's such a... Oh, she's awful. Well, that's the thing. I like a lot of POV scenes because often it is something that you just don't know from the main character. Especially like the angstier titles. One of my favorite is Katakoi Contrast. It's an unlocalized title, but it has like the perspectives. Once you clear the first route, you get the perspective of that character throughout the whole thing. And oh, it hits hard. Like that's one of the very few games that has really made me feel so emotional because it's just so real. Oh, I love it when games are real. She's getting worse by the minute. I know, right? Initially, I was already like, don't really like her, but now it's like, whew. Before I'm even able to get a word out, the tone goes flat. Of course, if it's not her issue, it can always wait. I scowl as I throw my phone on the bed before letting out a sigh. Just as I head over to get a broom for the mess, my eyes land on a familiar notebook sitting on my table side. What's this old thing doing here? As I turn through the pages of the notebook, I'm flooded with memories of simpler times and happier days. I can't help but crack a small smile as I read through my and Luna's old drafts and sketches. Suddenly, my smile fades as I land on a page with a particular tear. Particular tear? What was on it? Oh, past shot again. Well, I don't know. I feel like some feelings and thoughts you wouldn't tell other people, which is why it's kept to themselves. And then the only reason you can sort of read it is from that person's perspective. Or at least that's how I feel. Because I do have like feelings that I probably wouldn't tell other people because one, they don't need to know, or I don't think they're something that they would want to know, or you know, like one of those things. So just send a breakup text to Isla and maybe she will listen. A text? Sia, you're so brutal. Not even a phone call? Yo, it's over. Bye. Like... I beam as I place another open sketchbook in front of me, filled to the brim with designs and concepts I had spent endless nights creating and refining. Well, what do you think? I've been working on this project for a really long time now, and lately I've been seriously thinking of pursuing it as a career. Trust me, I've done my research. Indie game development is on the rise more than ever. And there's so many amazing avenues for developers to take. I really think that... Are you done? What? Isla sighs as she crosses her hands and looks down at the tattered sketchbooks that lie in front of her with a frown. Sweetie, look, don't take this the wrong way, but don't you think it's about time you stop talking about these silly little games? It's over, Isla. I have the high ground. Isla, why would you say that? You know they make me happy. I know, she just cares about her stupid shoes. I know, darling, I know, but the reality is we're not kids anymore, Enix. That's what I'm trying to get at. Isn't it about time you matured and moved on from all this? I mean, you have so much potential, sweetie. I just hate to see you waste it on something so meaningless. Not to mention impractical and with no real stability either. All in all, this is just foolish. I mean, I'm with you, Rose. I'm with you. That's true. If he sent her a text and then called her, maybe. Oh, this music. I think it's a well-known Japanese one. Very nostalgic. And besides, what would your brothers and your family honestly think, Enix? An indie game developer? Oh, I can picture Errol and Ethan's faces now. Can't you? Frankly, I think he'd be better off sweeping floors. Oh my god. I can't even form a response as I only sit there and look at the sketchbook sitting in front of me. Remembering all the dreams I once had, the times when writing in this notebook was the only thing that brought a smile to my face. Remembering my time with Luna. And for the first time, I feel like a complete fool for ever thinking life could be like my dreams. Isla notices my silence and clears her throat before putting her perfectly manicured hand over mine. I'm sorry, darling, but you know I'm right, don't you? Oh my god. What an arsehole. What the fuck? Damn. I let out a deep sigh as I place the notebook inside a drawer and bury my face in my hands. As I do, an overwhelming sense of depression looms over me. Suddenly, my phone jingles. I stare at it for a few moments in contemplation of even checking it before I slowly relent and pick it up. My eyes widen at the notification screen. Hey, I just want to send you these pictures from the exhibit we took on my phone. As I scroll down, my lips break into a small smile. The first one that's crossed my face in days. I scroll through the goofy pictures we took in all sorts of angles and poses back at the exhibit. I save each one of them onto my phone as if they were priceless treasures I never wanted to lose. Enix, please make her cry, send that break. All I can do is stare at myself in the photos next to Luna, wearing a giant, genuine smile on each one. I can't even remember the last time I genuinely smiled in a photo before this. These are awesome. Thank you for sending me these. No problem, it was a lot of fun. I let out a sigh of relief I didn't even know I was holding. Thank God, she doesn't seem too upset. I was really worried. I grip my phone as I stare at her contact screen. It's an old picture we took in high school together. Her eyes twinkle from across my phone screen, and in that moment they look like stars in a sea of darkness. Fuck, man, I want to see her so damn bad. Suddenly my doorbell rings. Is it Luna? I peep through the door hole and see the face I've been wanting to see the most. Without a second thought, I swing the door open. Luna? Did I come at a bad time? I love how he's like just naked. Huh? I look down to realize I'm still in nothing but a pair of sweatpants from my shower. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. I'll go get changed real quick. No, it's fine. I won't be here long. Rather, I just wanted to know if I could borrow some flour. I'm baking something and I ran out. Baking? At this hour? But you usually only do that when... I mean, sure, I'll go grab it for you. One sec. As I hand her the pack of flour, I realize she hasn't looked me in the eye once. Use as much as you want. Don't worry if it runs out. Thanks, but I shouldn't need too much. I'll return it later. Good night, Enix. As she turns to leave, my body reacts on its own as I grab her arm and... Oh my god, I'm getting way too excited about this. Too invested in the story, I keep on like clicking before. Oh, pull her back to me. Surprised, she finally looks up at me as I stare into her eyes. Yeah. Why won't you look at me? Is it because of last night? No, I already told you nothing happened. You worry too much, you know. She smiles, but I know it's fake. My gaze softens as I try my absolute best to keep my emotions in check and slowly let her go. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine, dummy. I'm gonna get back to my place now, okay? I have sweets in the oven. I'll, come back by to share them with you when I'm done. Night. Night. As I watch her leave, I slowly close my door. Oh, this is cute. I stand behind it for a few seconds, not knowing she's still on the other side. Aww. Feeling as empty inside as I am. And little did I know, the only thought running through her mind was the same one running through mine. Why couldn't it have been you? Of all the people in this world, I've only ever wanted one to look my way. It's you, it's always been you. So why? Why couldn't it have been you? Oh, misunderstanding tropes. It's a nightmare. I walk back into my room to see the notebook I had just put away is now lying on my bed again, open to the page of Luna's drawing. I wonder who's been doing their little antics again. Little Philia. It's so true though. Send the breakup text. Send the breakup text. The last one I had drawn of her smiling. I look around suspiciously. If someone's in here, you might as well come out. No answer. I search throughout my apartment with my bat in hand, trying to deduce if someone sneaked in, but I find no one. As I head back into my room, I pick up some crumbs off the floor. Cheese. Shaking my head of any weird thoughts, I simply write it off as a side effect of stress and toss it in the garbage. It's such a pretty photo. I love it so much. I lie down in bed and stare at the page of Luna's text. I touch the drawing as memories of the day I drew it come rushing back to me. Oh, we're in the past again. Luna suddenly turns to me and beams a giant smile. Oh, what about a princess? A princess isn't an RPG class. We can't just randomly throw that in there. Aw, why not? You can make it so that the sprite slaps the enemies with, like, giant ornate fans. That would be so cute. I mean, I'm not surprised, Asia. That sounds ridiculous. Says the one who just wants to draw giant swords and monsters. Think of our female audiences, you buttface. To be fair, I would like a princess with, like, fancy fans hitting things. I let out a sigh as I stretch out my hands before falling on my back to look at the blue sky. Sheesh, this is harder than I thought. I don't even know where to actually start. I mean, I knew from the start that making a game wasn't going to be easy. I knew that. But some days, it just feels like trying to climb this huge impassable mountain, you know? And I don't even know how to take the first step. But you can do it. I know you can. I look up to see Luna with an earnest smile on her face. If there's anyone in the world who can make this game come to life, it's you, Enix. I just know it is. How can you just say things like that with no hesitation, huh? Or rather, why do you always have so much faith in me? I watch as Luna stands up and walks a few paces away from me before turning around with a warm expression. Who knows? Maybe because you're my best friend? But honestly, because you're you. It's as simple as that. I do love a good blush face. I live for them, I swear. First step is the hardest part. Yeah. Don't you get it, NX? You're naturally someone who people look up to, dummy. That's why they voted you team captain. You may not see it for yourself, but everyone else can just see how hard you work. You inspire people, NX. You make them smile. So don't doubt yourself so much, okay? And even if you do, I'll always be here to smack you straight. Hehe, got that? Thank you, Luna. Duh, that's what best friends are for, right? I'll always believe in you, dummy. For real, even if the whole world doesn't, I always will. That's a promise, okay? I close my eyes for a few moments before slowly opening them. I glance at the notebook one last time as I think of Luna's smile, and it's as if, suddenly, everything finally makes sense. In that moment, it feels like all the pieces of my life line up and point me towards the truth that I've been running from all this time. A small spark of courage ignites in the depth of my heart, but it's all I need to propel me forward. She's been there, she's always been there for me. And ever since, all I've done is lie, hurt, and run from her. But that ends now. I'm tired of lying to myself, to Luna, and to everyone. Luna knows she's just the best fit. And I'm done trying to pretend to be someone I'm not. Hell, someone I don't even want to be. Ooh, here we go. I reach towards my phone and redial a number. After a few rings, a voice answers. Honey, I told you I'm busy. Isla, cut the crap. We need to talk. Now. Oh, is he breaking up with her? Goodbye again? I don't know how I feel about that. I'm worried now. 1 week later, I slowly open my eyes as I hear the chirping of birds outside. From the moment of light flowing into the room, I can tell it's almost midday already. I close my eyes again as a sigh escapes me. It's hard to even just get myself out of bed these days. Oh, my phone vibrates, but I have no intention of answering. It vibrates incessantly for a few more moments, but I keep my eyes closed with no motivation or willingness to answer it. But after barely a minute, it starts vibrating again. Fed up, I turn around and grab it, reading the notification at the top of my screen. Oh, it's today. I almost forgot. I love it how the clock is like... It's opposites, as in like... It should be the other way around. I walk into my kitchen to see Philia waiting patiently in front of my microwave for her snacks to finish heating. Oh, she's eating snacks. That's so cute. Good morning, Philia. Ah, good morning, Master Luna. Would you like some cheese for breakfast? I'm making cheese sticks. I'm good, but thanks for asking. As I take a seat on the kitchen stool, I watch the little penguin in front of me excitedly peer into my small microwave, staring at the frozen treats as they heat up. My phone vibrates again. I peer into the screen and immediately put it down again, sighing. Philia, it's today, right? A few seconds later, Philia turns around with a saddened expression on her little face. Yes, tonight is the night the spell officially ends. So then he'll just forget everything that's happened in the past few weeks, right? Yes, that's correct. Tonight, when the full moon reaches its peak at midnight, Mr. Enix will forget everything that's happened between you from the day the spell was cast until now. Ooh. Good. It's for the best anyways. But Master Luna... This is where if there's true love's kiss, then he'll remember it or something. I'm lost in thought for a few moments before Philia waddles over. Suddenly, she puts down a small bag of frozen cheese sticks I had brought her in front of me and steps back. What's wrong, Philia? Did we run out of cheese again? Don't worry, I'll go buy some. I'm sorry, Master. This is all my fault. I am a terrible, terrible penguin. The worst ever, in fact. Philia, what are you talking about? Why would you say those things about yourself? It's because I didn't try hard enough that you weren't able to experience the greatness of love. You didn't even get a kiss, and now you die alone surrounded only by cats. What? Also, I love how There's like snot coming out of her nose. I'm so sorry. Ophelia, I'm not going to die alone surrounded by cats. At least, I hope not. Oh god. If only I had tried harder. I should have helped you more. But I spent most of the time just eating cheese. This is all my fault. Ophelia, that's not true at all. Listen to me. I'm very loud, penguin indeed. I think it's my fault. I can't help it. I rub her little head in an attempt to calm her down. It's thanks to you and your master that I got to experience and make some incredible memories with someone that, well, someone I never thought I would have the chance to do so with again. If it wasn't for you, I would have never been brave enough to see Anix again, so thank you, Philia. Your job here is done, and I really was able to have a great time these past few weeks, okay? Please don't blame yourself for how things ended up between Anix and I. But Master Luna isn't happy at all, are you? I can sense it, you know. Your heart is very, very sad. Hi Liz, welcome. We're playing Love Spell. I don't know whether this is coming to an end, but like basically the concept is that if you put the name of someone in this notebook, they'll think they're in love with you for 30 days, I think. And it's coming to the 30th day, and it's her childhood best friend who is I think he's broken up with his girlfriend for her, I think. I'm not sure. But it's been really cute. Sometimes happiness doesn't fit the mold, Philia. Huh? What does that mean? Forget it. Today's our last day together too, right? Eat as much cheese as you'd like. Can you at least promise me that you'll enjoy today? Maybe, you could tell Mr. Enix how you feel, you know? Get it off your chest forever and... There's no point in doing something absurd like that, Philia. Let's not talk about it anymore, okay? Please? I pat her head once more before I turn around to leave. As I do, a call suddenly comes in. I stare at the call ID for a few seconds before nervously answering. Enix? Hey you, are you busy today? Well, not really. Great, I was thinking we could go somewhere and... Huh? Luna? Were you listening? Is everything okay? Sorry, Enix. I'm not really in the mood to go out today. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, that's totally fine. Then, do you mind if I come over? What? Now? Come on, it'll be fun. I promise. Let's order a ton of junk food and just play video games all day, like the good old days. That actually doesn't sound so bad. Right? Cool. I'll be over in a bit then. That's what I think as well. Just get it off your chest, right? As I hung up the call, a sigh escapes me. My heart aches as I stare at Enix's smiling face in his contact picture. It's really a shame that you won't remember a single thing about our time together this summer. I wonder how it's all gonna work out. This music. Oh, the clock's the right way around here. Did they flip it for the CG, like this particular part? Huh, interesting. Later that evening, pizza, ice cream and junk food are sprawled around my apartment floor among a mountain of old games and gaming consoles. Loud music, laughing and cuss words echo throughout my entire apartment. I gasp at the TV screen, almost dropping the half-eaten cheese stick in my mouth. Enix, if you launch that blue shell at me right now, I swear to God. Whoops, my finger slipped. There it goes. Oh no. Come on, you need a mushroom. Or bump into him when it hits you. My jaw drops as I watch my character's cart spin out of control and fall off the map as Enix's shell hits me. My place in the game race drops from first to last in the fastest time I've ever seen in my life. I shoot daggers at Enix's laughing figure next to me as he takes first. See, you should have pumped those brakes and brought him in with you. Dragged him down with you. Again. You are the literal worst. Who fires 7 shells in a row? Honestly, Enix, 7. Ha, I can't believe you actually managed to get hit by every single one too. That's got to be a world record. Enix's laughter grows louder as he attempts to block sofa pillows I'm flinging at him. I angrily pout and sit back down as he grabs another slice of pizza and takes a giant bite. Man, it's been way too long since we've done this. God, my cheeks are starting to get sore from laughing so much. More like I regret agreeing to this in the first place. Why? 'Cause you suck? Come on, Luna. Don't be such a sore loser. Wow, hold up. Who are you calling a sore loser? That's rich coming from the guy who almost cried because he couldn't get a combo down in the game before this one. My controller was bugging out, alright? You want a rematch? Bring it on, scrub. No items, Fox only, final destination. Oh, God. Oh no, it's coming to an end. Oh, I hope they're okay. A few hours later, Enix and I continue our gaming shenanigans for hours on end until the sun sets and the moon rises. My once melancholic expression is now completely replaced with a genuine smile as we relive out some of the best days of our lives. Ha! I win again! Woo, Enix, you're so bad at this. What happened to all that big talk earlier, huh? I look over to see that Enix isn't staring at the screen but at me with a gentle expression. I grow flustered under his gaze as I break eye contact immediately. I'm really glad you're feeling better. What? You weren't in very good spirits earlier this morning, right? I'm just glad you seem a lot more like yourself now. I don't know what you're talking about. He suddenly stands up and looks down at me with a smile. Nothing but a smile belongs on your face, Luna. Anything else just doesn't suit you. At his words, my heart once again begins to unwillingly throb and pressure starts forming behind my eyes. Suddenly, Enix heads towards the door. Without even realizing it, I raise my voice. Wait, you're leaving? It almost sounds like you don't want me to go. Haven't you realized it's gotten pretty late already? It's practically almost midnight. My eyes widen as I stare at the clock. Ooh. 11:43 p.m. I feel my heart begin to sink before staring back at him. Enix, wait, please. Relax, dummy. I'm just gonna get something from my place really quick and I'll be back. As he leaves the room, Philia pops out from under the sofa. Oh no. Master Luna, it's almost time. I know, Philia. What are you going to do? Will you really let it end like that? Oh no. Oh. This is so painful. Several minutes pass by and Enix has yet to return. I stare at the clock anxiously. 11:50 p.m. I swallow down my anxiety as I turn towards my front door. It's almost time, but I at least want to say goodbye to the Enix I know now. I hurriedly run out of the room. Oh, is Isla gonna be there? Or is there gonna be drama? As I go outside, I notice Enix's front door is wide open. What the? Enix isn't the type to be so careless. I peek inside the house, see that all the lights are off. Slowly, I open the door and enter his apartment. I nearly tumble into something as darkness surrounds me. Sheesh, it's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing. Enix, hey, are you okay? No answer. Anxiety starts building up as I walk around the pitch black apartment. As I'm feeling around the wall for a light switch, my hands finally find it. I flick it on and suddenly... Surprise! This is getting more painful. As I look behind me, I see Enix in a party hat with a multitude of balloons and confetti. On a table next to him, there's a neatly wrapped gift and a cake with birthday candles on it. Enix, you remembered? Of course I did, dummy. I know it's a little late, but I just wanted to surprise you before the official end of today. Happy birthday, Luna. I stare at the perfectly planned cake and decorations that all awaited me in surprise. Unable to control my feelings any longer, tears well up in my Tears well up in my eyes and I start to cry. Enix runs over to me with a sheepish expression. Okay, it really was that cringe, huh? Look, Mr. Soul talked me into it. Blame him. Perfect, you dummy. Enix shuts up as I wipe my tears away. Even though I'm crying, there's a huge smile on my face. Wow, you really are perfect, Enix. It's not even fair. Yeah, I'm dying. That's all you care about. Those aren't happy tears, are they? Luna, what's wrong? Are you okay? At his words, something inside of me breaks. Something that was strong for so long finally gives out and I break down sobbing. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all. I'm so tired of pretending I am when I'm just not. Enix rushes over to me with deep worry painted over his eyes. Luna, breathe. Look at me. I'm right here, okay? You can talk to me or not talk to me, but I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere and I'm not leaving you alone like this, so let's just breathe, okay? I look into his concerned, cerulean eyes and see my reflection. I slowly glance at the clock on the wall behind us. 11:59 p.m. Oh, here we go. Oh. I wipe my tears and force a smile. You won't remember any of this in a few moments. I guess now's as good a time as ever, huh? What are you talking about? I push my hands against his chest and muster up all the courage I can manage as the raw emotions spill out of my eyes. I love you, Enix, more than anything in this entire world. I watch as his expression goes blank with his mouth slightly agape, but nevertheless I press on with my confession. You started this route so you can see that mean girl cry too. I mean, you're not wrong. Thinking you did something nice and now thinking majorly messed up. Oh, I know, it's so sad. I think he's okay now, well, apart from this part. I've been in love with you my entire life. Ever since we were small, it was you. It's always been you. No one could ever compare or come close to what you mean to me, to what all of our memories together mean to me. Thank you for being in my life, Enix. Thank you for everything. All I want is for you to be happy and be yourself. You don't have to be anyone you don't want to be because you're perfect, Enix. You're perfect just the way you are, the boy I've always known and loved. So please be happy, okay? That's all I want. I know, right, Liz? I'm like, I swear by this point, it's already 12 a.m. And as my voice trails off, I slowly bring my lips to his in a sudden kiss. Oh, this is where it's like one of those fairy tales where it's like true love's kiss or whatever. As I do, I hear the clock chime behind me. Oh God. How's this gonna turn out? Oh. I slowly open my eyes to see Enix standing there, still as a statue. I guess that's it, huh? It's all over. Not wanting to face him as my heart breaks for the second time in my life, I slowly turn away. Goodbye, Enix, and thank you for everything. As I start walking away, I feel an arm forcefully pull me back. My eyes widen as I turn around and see Enix wearing an infuriated expression. That's it? You say whatever you want, kiss me all of a sudden, and then just try to leave like it never happened? Just where the hell do you think you're going after pulling something like that? What? Before I can even form a reply, he crashes his lips into mine. My mind's racing and I can barely keep up with the way he's kissing me as he wraps his arm around me. We part for barely a second and my eyes bore into his as my brows knit together in confusion. I need to know as well, Sia. I think he has, though. I think it implied that he has. I don't really like that she's the one who's going in for the kiss. Fancy, you like to be chased, is that it? You know, right? Same. My phone would never let me know. Wait, what? You remember? But how? As if I could ever forget the words I just heard you say. Without even being granted a second to respond, his lips crash down on mine with more passion and fervor than the last. I lose myself in his touch as I kiss back. Tears begin spilling out of my eyes again, only I can't tell if they're in relief or another emotion. I wrap my arms around him as we kiss blindly, losing our balance and even crashing into the furniture around us. We stop for a moment to catch our breaths, but with barely a second's respite. Enix kisses me again as he picks me up and carries me in the direction of his room. Oh, okay. Oh, this is happening all too quickly. Oh, God. She doesn't know about the Isla girl situation. I don't want her to be a homewrecker. Oh, you care about her too much. I guess the way she sees it is it doesn't matter because he's gonna forget anyway. But I see where you're coming from. Enix places me on the bed as he leans over me, his lips never leaving mine for longer than a second. My heart slams into my ribcage as my mind finally catches up to the situation unfolding before me. Debs, do we get a CG right now? Or are you gonna, like, deprive us of this perfect opportunity? Like Pure Fiora does all the time in the fan disc. Enix, wait, hold on. I can't wait any longer, Luna. I'm at my limit. No, I'm way... Oh, my voice is getting confused. No, I'm way past it at this point. I've waited too damn long for this. For you. Not a second more. Not one. His lips crash down on me again with so much emotion. I can only barely gain back control of my own senses. I want nothing more than to lose myself in his lips, his kisses. But instead I attempt to grab the last of my wits and push him back. But Isla, we can't do this, Enix. My eyes widen as he calmly stares at me with such an intense gaze. It's like he's staring into my soul. He grabs the palm of my hand and kisses it as he pulls back and sits on the bed, his back to me. After a few moments, he finally speaks up. Isla and I aren't together anymore. I ended it a little over a week ago. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, thank God for that. I also have respect that she was like, wait, hang on a sec, you know. What? But why? To be explicitly honest, I probably should have ended things with her a long time ago. I don't think I had the courage to confront the reality I had found myself in the whole time. The reality that my own choices had led up to. Oh my God, to be fair, I'm thinking the same. Like, why did he not tell us the moment it happened? Maybe he was too scared? Have we all clapped? Oh my God. But why? I just don't understand. At this, he finally turns around to face me. He gently grabs one of my hands and places it on his chest. I can't help but pause when I realise just how fast his heart is beating against my palm. I'm loving the sparkle. This is so funny. Because of you, Luna. Because I love you. Because I can't stay away from you and I was a fucking idiot for ever thinking I actually could. Because you're the first thing I think about in the morning and the last thing on my mind at night. And because I'm so much better when I'm with you. What don't you understand? You said I mean the world to you, but what you really mean to me is so much more beyond that at this point. I feel tears falling from my eyes again as I watch Enix in his most vulnerable state. His eyes bore into me, but they carry honesty, a deep, unfeigned honesty. I was a coward, a complete and utter fool who didn't even try to fight for you, to fight for us. Oh God. And now I realise just how stupid I've been this whole time. And I've put you through so much, haven't I? Luna, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. At this, I completely break down and start sobbing. I can feel intense sobs rack my body, but Enix just holds me close in his arms as he kisses my forehead. I attempt to cover my eyes with my hands, but he grabs my hand and places it on his heart again. I can feel his heart pounding so hard through my palm that it almost scares me. He gently brings one of his hands to cup my cheek as he wipes away some of my tears with his thumb. God, I don't deserve you, not by a long shot. But I love you, Luna. I love you so fucking much. And I intend to spend the rest of my life proving it to you, making up for it, if that's what it takes. Thank you for loving an idiot like me despite all my flaws. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Without letting him finish, I crashed my lips onto his as his words weaved their way into the depth of my heart. I love it how he gets to pick. I'm gonna save. I don't know why, but if we keep reading, it better get all like intimate and stuff, or I'm gonna be really mad because, you know, this is if it had ended there, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a cute otome game, yeah, that's, and I'd be satisfied. But if they're teasing me with this and you keep reading and it just doesn't say anything, I'm gonna be like, you know, what a tease. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm used to reading sexy lines thanks to college craze, so if anything happens. For the first time in my life, I silenced the voice in my mind and let my body dictate the rest. The feeling of his kisses, of his hands on mine. I had dreamed about them for so long, but they could never compare to the reality I was experiencing right now. We stopped to momentarily catch our breaths as we look at each other. I feel Enix's hand cup my face as he gently rests his forehead on me. Enix, I love you. I know that now, and it's something I'll never forget for as long as I live. I promise you that. Right, Liz? I don't mind if they don't tease us, but if they tease us, I'm gonna be like, what is this? Yeah, you're killing me. I silence him with another kiss and feel him kiss me back with an intensity that's been brewing inside the both of us for many years. I run my hands through his hair as he rolls on top of me. Our kisses grow deeper and longer. Before long, we're both breathless and starting to work up a sweat. Work up a sweat, eh? Enix stares at me as he slowly strips his shirt off, and I watch as the lamplight casts a surreal glow on his gorgeous figure. He kisses me again as he pushes me back down on the bed, and I feel his hands start to travel all over my body. Travel all over my body. Sorry, I have to repeat it. As they suddenly work themselves under my shirt, I let out a surprised yelp, and he stops. A crimson blush paired with a sheepish expression look back at me as he pulls away. Listen, I know we're probably not in the right state of mind, most especially me. But we don't have to continue or do anything you don't want. Dumbass. Dumbass, why? Because you honestly think I haven't waited this for so long or just as much as you? Came at a good moment, I'll tell you that. I was just surprised as all, but if you really stop now, Without needing further input, Enix silences me with the most passionate kiss of the night. Unable to contain my pleasure at the raw intensity of the situation, I stifle a moan onto his lips. His hands move towards my clothes, and before I know it, they're sprawled out on his bedroom floor. Suddenly, he leans back and pauses to just stare down at my body as if he were trying to burn the sight into his memory. He looks over me with such an intense look that I can no longer feign confidence. As I attempt to conceal myself, he grabs my hands and kisses them before pinning them above me. You're so beautiful, Luna. So please don't hide from me anymore. Not now, not ever again. You do have to continue, have an audience. Oh god. He begins to kiss my neck as I bite down on my lip, trying to suppress my voice. As the night progresses, we give ourselves to each other. Mind, body, and soul over and over again. Oh my god, is it gonna end there? He makes love to me in the most loving yet passionate of ways, almost as if trying to make up for the years we lost apart. At one point in the night, Enix breathes out hard as he rests his head on my shoulder. Droplets of sweat fall down his face as I silently watch him. I seize the opportunity to suddenly push him aside and climb on top. I narrow my eyes down at his flushed, breathless face as he looks up at me in confusion. Luna? What's wrong? Is everything okay? Enix, shut up. Do you know what you've put me through? Do you know how many times I dreamed about this? How many times I've touched myself to you, thinking I'd never once get to experience it. It wasn't just you, trust me. And I'm so... Shut up. I'm gonna make you pay for breaking my heart the way you did. But you bastard. As I position myself in a certain way, I watch as Enix flinches hard. He suddenly tries to grab my waist, but it's too late. Luna, wait, hold on, please. I just... Ah, shit. Oh, God. I look up at the moon countless times and feel a sense of gratitude, because if this is just another dream, it's still not time to wake up, and I can relish in it just a little longer. We get to meet each other all over again as our bodies coalesce together into a feeling I've never known until this moment. I love you, Enix. I wanted a CG of that. You know, where was the CG and where was more description? Oh my god. I know, right? That was quite refreshing, really. The next morning, I slowly open my eyes and the first thing I see is Enix's serene, sleeping face. Something in my heart lights up as I smile watching him. It wasn't a dream. I slowly reach over and move some of his bangs out of his face, but as I do, his eyes slowly open. So many devs never implement a spicy CG. It's so sad. I'm not even asking for like full nude. I'm talking like just a little bit of skin color showing, him topless maybe, they're making out. I'm not expecting pixelated genitals, you know? I'm expecting just like, she could even be wearing a negligee or something. Just saying, for future devs out there if they watch this. Oh god. I momentarily lose myself in his gaze before I can form any words. I'm sorry, did I wake you? Just as I intend to pull my hand away, he grabs me closer and hugs me tightly into his warm chest. I let go of any embarrassment I held and wrapped my arms around him. God, it wasn't a dream. Hehe, I was thinking the same thing, you know. Oh god. You have no idea how nice it is that your voice was the first thing I heard today. His voice is deep and laced with sleep as he speaks, sending shivers down my spine. Despite everything we did last night, my heart still pounds at the simplest of his actions. I kiss his chest as I nuzzle into him. A few moments later, Enix looks down at me and kisses my lips. Good morning, sleepyhead. Luna, have your lips always been this soft? I feel like I could literally kiss you all day. Maybe I finally will. Enix dozes off again, and after a while I quietly sneak out into his living room with plans to prepare a surprise breakfast. Suddenly I catch sight of the cake, candles, and confetti from yesterday still on the dining table. Oops, we totally forgot about the cake and the presents. Well, I suppose last night wasn't exactly a bad birthday gift either, hee hee. Luna. Her bra is cute. Yeah, and they are a cute couple visually as well. I'm curious about what the other roots will be like. Curiosity gains the better of me when I glance at the large gift box next to the cake. I do wonder what he got me. A little peek won't hurt, right? As I undo the wrapping, a gasp escapes me as I pull out a box with the cover of a rare limited edition Miss Moon themed laptop. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. That's like the dream present. Can you imagine if they had done this but he forgot overnight? He just wakes up with a girl he hasn't seen in forever. That'd be hilarious. Oh my god. No way, I've been wanting this forever. I remember being so excited for this laptop when the announcement was made, but being so heartbroken at the super expensive price it retailed for. Miss Moon's animation studio had partnered up with a leading laptop manufacturer and made a limited run computer that had both the power and the aesthetics. Excitement wells up in my stomach as I freak out over the gift. I can't help but quietly squeal as I unbox it further and dance around. You know, I was hoping to see your face when you opened it, but I'm assuming you liked it from your little victory dance there. You could, I'll be playing a different game and you'll be like, sorry, I'll never get over that. You'll be like mentioning it. Happy belated birthday, Luna. I hope you like her. Like her? I love her. Thank you so much. It's just, I heard she's such a powerful piece of equipment that I kind of feel she's wasted on me. Nah, she's definitely not wasted on you. I mean, how can we make kick-ass games together if we don't have the proper tools, right? My heart feels like it stops beating as I hear his words. I look up half expecting a joke laugh from Enix to emerge, but instead I find a sincere gaze and a gentle smile. Wait, what? Did you check under the expensive laptop? Probably not, huh? As I look under the laptop's box, my eyes widen. There's a small game box with a custom cover art and the name of the game Enix and I had planned all those years together. Lost for words, I look back at him and he merely laughs. Relax, I just coded a simple prototype of the prologue so far, but I'm really hoping maybe you can help me finish the rest. Wait, hold on, does this mean... Yeah, I'm not going for medical school anymore. In fact, I even talked to my school advisor and he said I could possibly finish my last few classes of undergrad online here. A lot has happened in the past couple of weeks and I think I've really been able to open my eyes to what's most important to me in this life. So I'm staying here for good. And if I'm being completely honest, I couldn't be happier. I feel tears well up again as I turn to look at the game box. All of our memories, all of those years of late night brainstorming sessions and lifelong fantasies were actually going to manifest themselves. Rose Lover, I was literally thinking the same thing. Like, I guess he spent the week doing that? Oh god. I look up at him and throw my arms around him in a loving embrace. I'm so proud of you. You're gonna do amazing. I know you are. We are gonna do amazing. This isn't my dream alone, is it? I want you to make this game with me because it's our dream, Luna. Something we created together from the start. Will you join me? Duh, 1,000 times yes! We'll tell the whole world a story they'll never forget. I beam at him as the sensation of utter warmth and joy fills my chest. As Enix hugs me back, I spot a pure, genuine happiness shining in his eyes for the first time in years. The sight makes my smile grow wider as I look up at him. I bring his lips to mine as we lose ourselves in another sweet kiss. Our actions can finally convey the true feelings we've had towards one another for so long. But after a few moments, neither of us shows any signs of slowing. Is this another scheme? Oh god. With her max score of 10, they definitely make fancy. Look, you know, details. One of his hands comes out to entangle itself in my hair and the other quickly hoists me up on the table. On the table? He suddenly breaks away from my lips to whisper in my ear. By the way, I love the look. Think maybe I can make it our official studio uniform going forward? I look down to see I'm clad in only what's left of my underwear from last night. A grin bubbles into my face as the lewd suggestion as I playfully shake my head. Yeah, okay, keep dreaming. Haven't you heard? That's what I do best. Minutes tick by as we kiss passionately again, our heat and fervor from last night slowly returning. Suddenly, he lays me down on the dining table as he climbs over me. Yeah, where's the spicy CG? I agree. Oh, dear me. Enix, here? Now? Please? Come on, you can't just go around my apartment looking like that and expect me to be unfazed. I can't stay away from you, Luna. I just can't. Oh no, it flashes to black. Come on, we need details. We need details if it's something like that. Oh, this is why College Craze is such a good game. They give you too much details. We spend the rest of the day as lovers would, hand in hand, talking for hours, laughing together and dreaming about our new endeavors. We walk side by side through familiar streets and places we've been before hundreds of times, but they all feel so new as I hold his hand in mine. I look up at him and see him smiling, knowing he feels it too. I know, I'm so sad. Where's the CGs when we need it? A voice inside me says that it's all still just a dream I'm having, but I don't bother listening anymore. I squeeze his hand as we walk together, knowing that what I'm living right now is truly real. Yeah, I agree. The art is really cute, but we don't get many CGs for this one. Before long, the day comes to an end and we find ourselves on the way back home once again. The weekend's already almost over. Do you have any plans tonight? Not really. I was just planning to order some takeout and maybe play some games or binge watch an anime, but that's about it. God, all my favorite words in the same sentence. Do you, mind some company? Are you sure? The series I was planning to watch is real cutesy and I can't recall magical girls ever being your thing. Wow, that's completely not true. In case you forgot, I own every single collector's box set of Pretty Idol Princess Pinku. Ah, yes. How could I forget your entire anime idol waifu arc for Princess Pinku? God, you were down so bad. I remember you had a whole figure shrine of her at one point. Which, by the way, I'm still mad about. Do you know that special edition anniversary figure they released of her? Well, I got you that for Christmas, and when I went over again, you had already bought it. Do you know how much of a pain that was to return? Luna, I need to tell you something, but you need to promise you won't laugh or judge me. I won't judge you, but I'll definitely laugh. Forget it, never mind. I'm kidding, tell me, you can't keep things from me. I bet he liked the idol thing because it looked like her or something like that. Do you know why I always like Princess Pinku so much? Because you're a simp for 2D anime characters and especially idol waifus? No, well, I mean, yes, but that's not the main reason. Ever since I saw her for the very first time, I thought she looked exactly like you, okay? Enix, God, that's so cheesy, cringe even. You said you wouldn't judge and you judged. I'm never telling you anything ever again. Despite my face feeling like a tomato at his nerdy confession, I break out into a genuine smile as I hug his arm. Leaning my head on his shoulder, I look up at him and intertwine our fingers. Hehe, I'm happy, you know. I'm so happy you've always thought of me so much. You've always meant the world to me, Luna. So, should I cosplay her for you then? Princess Pinku, I mean? No, don't ever do that. Ever. Seriously, I'd die. I'm not joking. Hehe, I'm totally gonna do it. Fine, then I'm gonna change your last name. Enix, have you always been this much of a sap? Deal with it. You've got 2 past decades worth of that coming your way from now on. True, Rose Lover, true. As we walk back towards the entrance to our apartment, I feel bold again staring at his attractive profile. My heart pounds in my chest so hard I'm scared it might just stop altogether, but I'm just so happy. I stop walking and tug his arm back as he glances back at me with a curious gaze. Enix, can you kiss me again? Here? I mean, yes, but the only problem is, if I kiss you now, I really don't think I'd be able to stop. Oh my god, they're such like... they're so cheesy. Despite this, he walks close to me until there's no distance left. He smiles a small, almost bashful smile before his hands reach out to cup my face and slowly pull me towards him. As his lips meet mine, it feels like it's the first time all over again. Suddenly, a loud, piercing scream quickly snaps us back into reality. Oh, is it Isla? I knew it! Oh, this is gonna be juicy. I whip my head around to see Isla walking forward, venom dripping down her tone and her eyes laced with pure rage. She suddenly throws her purse aside as she attempts to claw at me, but Enix intercepts. Isla, what the hell do you think you're doing? Seeing this, she viciously slaps Enix across the face. I mean, I kinda get it. Oh boy. Enix remains calm and slowly looks over at her with a frown. Is that what you came here for? Just who the hell do you think you are, Enix Grey? I knew it. I knew the second you tried to break up with me that night over the phone. I knew something was off. But I thought it was just the stress from school getting to you. So I got on the first flight back here, and what do I find? I'm fucking around with sloppy seconds over here? Sloppy seconds. Isla, watch it. Isla ignores Enix and now her full attention on me as she stalks towards me. Suddenly, a chilling laugh escapes her. Did you enjoy it, Luna? You always liked my hand-me-downs, even since we were kids, right? Because that's all a pathetic failure like you could ever afford. I grind my teeth and grab the hem of my dress, attempting to not let the anger in me boil over and make the situation worse. I know, right? Sloppy seconds, what the hell? But I also can't help but grow tired of always hiding how I really feel. Say that again. Oh ho ho ho! Why, this is new. You're even talking back. Wow. Did being a homewrecker help you finally grow a spine? Well, I hate to break it to you, Luna, but all you are and all you'll ever be is second place. Oh my god, what the hell? Enix inserts himself between me and Isla before we can continue. Isla, that's enough. If you want to talk with me, then leave Luna out of it. Of course I'll leave her out of it, sweetheart. She has nothing to do with it anyways. You're mine, and that's not changing, not even now. In fact, if I really think about it, I realize Luna even did me a favor. Isla suddenly opens her purse and reaches in to grab several bills before throwing them at my face. Here, bitch, thanks for keeping what's mine warm for me. You can go crawl into another taken man's bed now, you slut. Oh my god. Suddenly, I pick up one of the bills and plaster on a smile. I see Isla's expression momentarily falter when she realizes I'm not wearing the expression she expected me to have. I'm not the weak, crying, or cowardly little girl she once knew. You know, Isla, it's truly a shame that for someone as rich and beautiful as you are, I grab both ends of the bill as I rip it in half. That all that money couldn't ever buy something to really give a damn about you. As Isla lunges at me, Enix intercepts once again and ends up accidentally shoving her. Take the money and leave. I love that, Raven. You're like, take the money. She falls on the ground as she slowly looks up at Enix. The realization of the situation seems to finally begin to sink in. We're not over, Enix. Not by a long shot. I know you're just stressed and needed an outlet while I was gone, and you chose that convenient thing. Enix sighs as he attempts to help Isla get up. Isla grabs his hand and props herself before changing her tone and suddenly embracing him. Ugh. Tears fall out of her eyes as she looks up at Enix with a pleading look as she wraps her arms tightly around him. I slowly ball my hand into fists as I glare daggers at her. I'll come back, darling. I caught you at a bad time. I'll come back later and we can meet for dinner and discuss it over wine like we always do. I love you, Enix. I'll come back later, okay? But I won't give up on you, not this easily. Ay. At this, she starts walking away in a frenzied, sobbing state. Soon walking turns to running as she approaches a busy intersection. Hey, wait, Isla! Watch where you're... Oh my god, no! Before Isla can look up, time seems to slow down around us. Even the honking car noises and yells of passerby seem to stop. I can feel myself gasp and place my hands over my mouth as Enix screams and runs. We can only watch as Isla's body collides and flips over a moving car before it life... Oh my god! What? What the hell? This game went from like cute to... What? Car before it lifelessly falls to the ground in a pool of blood. What the hell? Oh my god! That escalated so quickly, Nanomi. Oh my god. You know when it's really bad, but because it was so sudden, you're like laughing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I watch as Enix paces around the hospital hallway with... I can't get over... What? I watch as Enix paces around the hospital hallway with extreme restlessness. I mean, I wanted him to cry, but I didn't want that to happen. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't get over that. What in the world? Oh my god, okay. Hopefully it gets better. He lets out another exasperated sigh as he mutters to himself. Come on, damn it. Enix, I know how you're feeling, but why don't you sit down for a bit? We need to try and stay as calm as we can. Enix looks back at me and seems to ease a bit once he sees my face. He grabs my hand and gives it a small squeeze before slowly taking a seat next to me. Yeah, you're right. Just then the door to the ER swings open. We watch as an unconscious Isla covered in bruises and cuts is brought out on a stretcher by two masked nurses. Enix immediately jumps up to the doctor walking behind them, and I follow suit. Doctor, how is she? She lost a lot of blood in the accident. We need to act fast. Are you a friend of hers? Do you know if her family has been contacted? Her family is out of the country, but I can serve as a legal guardian for the time being. I see. Please come with me then. There's no time to lose. Enix turns to me hesitantly as the doctor and nurses go on ahead. Luna, I need to... Go, hurry. Thank you. I'll be back soon, okay? He nods back and I watch him run after the doctor through another set of doors. Almost 2 hours later, the world itself feels as if it stands still as I blankly watch a clock in the room tick slowly. 2:58 a.m. 2:59 a.m. 3 a.m. Suddenly, I watch as Enix and the doctor emerge through a pair of doors, and I quickly run over to where they are. Doctor, how is she? Is she okay? The worst is over. She's stabilized now, but we'll keep monitoring her closely for the night. Mr. Gray, we'll need you to fill out some paperwork at the front desk before you leave. Though, I must say, I'm quite impressed at the way you handled yourself in there. Are you some kind of nurse or a medical student, perchance? Something like that. As Enix dodges more of the doctor's questions, I can't help but let out a huge sigh of release at the news. Relief, even. The doctor soon leaves us with directions to the front desk before exiting through another set of doors. I turn to look at Enix and grab his hand in a comforting notion. He smiles a small, exhausted smile at me. They said she's going to be fine after lots of rest. No major head traumas or any crazy surgery needed. Her left arm is broken and she has a few cuts and bruises, but that's the worst of it. Oh, thank God. I was so worried. I can barely feel my knees. A few moments of silence pass before Anix slowly lets go of me. Hey, listen, I'm gonna stay here with her, alright? At least until her family gets back in a few days' time. Of course, I completely understand. I'm sorry. Think you can head home on your own from here? Definitely. I'll start heading out now. It's pretty late. Yeah, take care and call me as soon as you get home, okay? As I gather my belongings and walk away, I see Anix force a half-hearted smile in my direction. I can only manage to get a few paces ahead before turning around. A dreadful feeling swells in my stomach as I watch him walk away from me in the opposite direction. Oh, I hope this is gonna be okay. I don't think my heart can cope if this goes wrong. A few seconds later, a nurse approaches him with a clipboard. Excuse me, you're Mr. Gray, correct? The doctor sent me to find you. I'll need your signature on some of these papers, please. You're the patient's boyfriend, right? Yes, I am. I hate this route so much. I hate it. Why? No. Oh, I hate this so much. I can't with this. I turn around and walk out of the hospital, attempting to swallow back the growing feeling of anxiety inside me. Oh, I don't like this. As I get to my apartment, I barely make it past the front door without falling to the ground. Tears of pent-up stress, guilt, and anxiety finally fall out of my eyes as I stare into my dark apartment. Philia? No answer. I manage to wipe my tears and look around my apartment for any sign of my little penguin. That's the thing, Philia's not going to be around anymore. I'm done as well. I can't with this guy. He's driving me nuts. Oh, he's just not worth your time. Oh my God. You know, you've got the attractive bartender, you've got the attractive cafe guy, you've got your professor. Pick one of them. I thought the story was over after they slept together as well. I mean, I get it, Rose Lover, I get it, but even so, it's an otome game. I don't need those sort of details in it. Oh my God. I managed to wipe my tears and look around my apartment for any sign of my little penguin, but all that's left is a small note next to an empty bag of cheese on my kitchen counter. Dear Master Luna, first of all, I just want to say thank you. At first, I really thought you'd be mean and scary because you always tried to get me arrested, but after I met you, I came to realize you have a truly beautiful heart. You might be a little fraidy cat sometimes, but you always do the right thing, and I really admire that about you. I have to go now, but I want you to know that I'll always remember you, and I hope that you can also find the courage to be happy again, just like you wish for Mr. Anix to be happy. I wish for you to be happy too. I really think you deserve it. Goodbye, Master Luna. Thank you for everything, including all the delicious cheesy snacks. And most importantly, thank you for being my friend. With love, Philia. I'm so sad that the penguin's gone. Like, that was at least she was there for emotional support, but she doesn't even have that now. Hot tears spill out of my eyes as I read Philia's goodbye note over and over again. Oh, Philia, thank you for always believing in me. Even though I've run from a lot of things in my life, this time, I definitely won't run anymore. Just give me a bit of time and I'll prove it to you, I promise. I can only recall the events of last night as I look up at the glowing moon outside, the very same moon that shone down on me yesterday when circumstances were so very different. Only now it all feels like a far-off dream. A quiet resolution burns in my heart as I know what I need to do next. this has just been such a roller coaster. Oh, God. 2 weeks later. I take a deep breath as I stand behind a hospital room door, staring down nervously at the small bouquet of flowers in my hands. I can feel my nerves trying to tell me to run in the other direction, but I know in my heart this is something I must do. With a last giant inhale, I open the door and walk in. Finally! You're the worst nurse ever, you know that? How long does it take to find some pudding? I mean, honestly. Good morning, Isla. Get out. I watch as Isla spits out the words with pure hatred as she bites down on her lip. I simply stare at her as I close the door behind me. Are you deaf now or something? I said get out of here. Yell all you like, but I'm not leaving, not until we talk. I keep a strong tone as our eyes meet. Isla narrows her eyes at the bouquet in my hand and then turns around to face the window. I have nothing to say to you. Well, I do. I have plenty to say. Starting with... I know, like, I've been told that some of the later ones, like, later decisions matter. I don't know what to go for. Is that, like, no, that's not quick save. I guess I'm sorry for stealing your boyfriend? Or... Yeah, because so if the main character knew about the fact that she'd gone off and told her the first love, whatever, that she's not into him and all this, then I'd go for that. But the main character doesn't know that. I'm sorry. For what? Cheating with my boyfriend? Apology not accepted. Now leave. Not being honest, Isla, for not telling you or Enix how I really felt all these years, as kids, as teenagers, and as adults. I watch Isla sigh as she turns to look outside again. I know how you felt about him, that is. I always knew. What? Ever since we were kids, you only had eyes for him. And he only had eyes for you. Isla, if you knew, then why would you... Because you're not the only one who loves him, Luna. At this, Isla finally turns to look at me. The prior expression of anger she once held is now replaced with a much more vulnerable one. You always had everything I wanted, and you never even noticed. Isla, how could you possibly say something like that? You have everything I don't. Where do you get off acting like you had nothing? I never had him, Luna, never. No matter what I did, no matter how hard I worked, or how beautiful I tried to become, it all meant nothing. Back then, I could never get him to look at me the way he looked at you. But that's changing now. And what's that supposed to mean? It means things are different now, Luna. We aren't kids anymore. We're in a different world, albeit a much crueler world. Isla stares me down and our eyes lock intensely for a few moments before she lets out a deep sigh and turns to look away again. It's a simple matter of fact at this point. If you really do love him, then you already know exactly why you need to let him go. My heart begins to pound as Isla speaks the words I've been trying to run from all this time. I shake my head in defiance and my tone raises. No, I can't do that, Isla. I did it once and I won't do it again. Not now, not ever. And what can you possibly do for him, huh? Luna, you and I both grew up alongside that boy. That means you know as well as I do that Enix is more than just talented. He's prodigious. He has the drive and ambition to become someone big in life, and I can help him get there. I can support him in ways that you won't ever be able to, whether you admit it or not. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Asia. If I'm wrong, then tell me. Tell me, Luna. What you could possibly do for him, for his future. Oh my god. Tears begin to well up in my eyes at the harshness and reality of Isla's words. I bite my lip hard enough to draw blood as I try to gather myself. However, Isla speaks up as she tears her gaze away from me. I wasn't the only one who thought medicine would suit him. His teachers, his advisors, even his parents, they all agreed with me. I wonder, did he tell you? Did he tell you about the countless scholarships and grants he was chosen for while in pre-med? Did he tell you that he was nominated for the most prestigious award at our university for a paper on combining medicine and virtual reality technology? One that landed him an invitation to Harvard, Luna. Did he tell you that? I'm going to bet he didn't. It's the very same reason why his family and brothers have always been so strict with him, because they see it, just like you and I always have. They see the shining diamond that he's capable of becoming. But Enix is scared. He's scared of embracing his own potential and his own future. However, regardless of that, the boy is a living genius with the makings to become a titan in his field. I don't have to tell you this when you were there, Luna. You were there for all the award ceremonies, for all the standing ovations, and for all the accolades that fell at his feet. He has the talent, the drive, and the vision to save and better lives all over this world. A tear suddenly falls from Isla's eye as she angrily grips the covers of her bed. And you want to throw that all away for what? For a silly child's game? You can paint me as the villain all you want, Luna, but I love Enix. I love him just as much as you do. But I care about him and his future. I feel Isla's words pierce right through me. Tears flow out of my eyes, but I don't bother wiping them. It almost kills me to admit it, but deep down, I know she's right. If you really love him, then let him go, Luna, please. You're the only thing holding him back from becoming what he's truly meant to be. You're the only piece of the past that he's still clinging onto because he's too afraid to face the future. Don't you get that? Isla's words stab into me as a sword would straight through her heart. I shoot out of my seat, unable to stomach any more, and without a word I grab my bag and run out the door, clutching my chest as my heart rips itself apart all over again. Yeah, that's the thing. It would have been nice if... I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking about what I did. I guess I broke up and then... I guess I waited 2 months because I didn't want it to be a rebound. It could be his equivalent. I don't know. Later that night, Enix and I agreed to go out for dinner and we decided to meet at a nearby restaurant we often frequented in high school. I managed to put on a smile and conceal my swollen red eyes with layers upon layers of makeup. I know, right, Liz? It's like his choice. Can he not make a decision for himself? And exactly, just because you're good at something doesn't mean you're gonna enjoy it. Like, Enix smiles at me as he looks up from the menu. You did great recommending this place. What a trip down memory lane, huh? Yeah, we used to come here all the time back then. I remember you'd always get scolded because the members of the baseball team were so loud. Yeah, this place sure brings back some good times. I really needed a pick-me-up like this. Enix reaches over the table and squeezes my hand, smiling at me appreciatively. You always know just the thing to cheer me up, huh? I silently slide my hand out of Enix's grasp. Just when he notices and looks up, our waiter arrives. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? I don't even know anymore. After we finish eating, we decide to visit the nearby park and enjoy the night air a bit. Enix suddenly reaches over to his bag and pulls out our notebook. He quickly opens it to a new page, now filled with sketches and ideas, and places it on my lap. Oh, by the way, I hope this isn't too out there, but I got some great ideas for the game when I was over at the hospital. I thought of this whole mechanic we can introduce and also sketched out a few new character designs too. The inspiration just keeps hitting me. I honestly couldn't wait to show you and... Enix? I silently grab the cover of the notebook and slowly close it. He watches me with a puzzled expression before I look up at him and muster a forced smile. Enix, let's not do this anymore. What are you talking about? Not do what? Yeah, but you can't, like, you can... I think in this case, he is thinking about what could pay his bills and stuff. I see your point, Nanomi, but... I'd rather get, like... I'd rather earn, let's say, 20 grand and be happy with my job than earn 100 and then hate my job. Hi, Lenny, welcome! What are you talking about? Not do what? Everything. Enix's expression grows serious as he puts the notebook aside and looks up at me with a worried expression. Hey, look at me. What's going on? Where's this coming from? Is this because of Isla? Did she say anything to... No, Enix, I've just been thinking about the future a lot. The future? Yeah, and I think I might have dug up too much of the past lately with you. Ah, that's fair enough. Hopefully it went okay. Maybe we should just pretend none of this ever happened. I watch as Enix stiffens, but his eyes narrow down at me as he peers into my face almost as if trying to see through my facade. Luna, if this is a joke, I'm not laughing. Seriously, this isn't funny. How could you ever even say that? Enix, I'm not joking. I really think maybe we should keep our feelings for each other where they belong. In the past. Oh my god. I look down at my feet, hiding from his gaze, because if I look at him any longer, I won't be able to continue my lie. I pick up the notebook and slowly open it as I look through its pages. You know, I heard about the award you won at your university for your medical paper. I thought it was amazing. I wondered why you didn't tell me. I look up to see that Enix is now the one who has broken eye contact as he stands up and tears his fingers through his hair. I look down again as tears begin to well in my eyes. It's because you didn't want me to know, right? Because you wanted me to be the one person to tell you not to do it. But I can't do that anymore, Enix. I can't be the excuse you give to yourself to run away. How long is this at this point? I'm so over this route. It is his decision though. I still terrible person, especially she act like Enix. Yeah, I'm wondering how long this is gonna be. Does anyone know? Because I kind of, it's been 3 hours, so I'm like, I should stop streaming. But I mean, I guess it's 10. That's not too bad. But I don't want to stop at a point where in the next stream I've only got like 30 minutes of content, if you know what I mean. Yeah, don't worry, Lenny. At this, Enix turns around to face me, pain evident in his eyes, but also anger shining through. Look, let's be real clear about something here. You've been a lot of things to me in my life, Luna. You have. But you've never ever once been an excuse to me. Not for anything. I stand up slowly and hand him the notebook. He doesn't grab it, so I grab his hand and place it in his palm myself. You should study medicine. I think you'll be amazing at it. Is that so? So then you're telling me this means nothing to you? This dream, our dream, us? It doesn't mean anything to you anymore? He holds up the notebook to my face, but I don't meet his eyes. I can't. Look at me, Luna. Look at me in the eyes and tell me this means nothing to you. That it's all just in the past. Tell me that all the things we've said and done was just us being caught in the moment again. I clench my hands as I try my best to forcibly keep my gaze down. Oh, why is that, Lenny? But Enix gently reaches out to lift my chin and makes me look up. Luna, please, I'm begging you, don't do this. Don't leave me behind again, please. I quickly look down again as I grab the hem of my dress, desperately fighting back the tears, but it's no use. I try to smile as I gather all the courage, strength, and love in my heart. But as I look up and meet his eyes, I break. His eyes carry a heartbroken, pleading look that rocks me at my core. Please don't look at me like that, Enix. Then just how am I supposed to look at the one thing I love most in this world when she's tearing me apart? I know, I hate the miscommunication trope as well. It's my least favorite. I feel like a lot of people feel that way. Like, you have a job and then you don't mind it or you hate it, but it pays the bills, and you're like, you don't hate it enough to quit, but you don't like it enough to be happy. Yeah, don't worry, Lenny. It's not surprising that you're lost. I mean, I've been playing this for 3 hours now. There's 10 chapters. Okay, so this is the last chapter then. Well, that's the thing. I'm sitting here like it's his decision. Why are these girls making decisions for him? Like it's got nothing to. It's none of your business, to be quite frank. If you know what I mean. I swallow back the tears as his words cut into me. Silence looms between us for several minutes, but I refuse to meet his gaze. After what feels like an eternity, he stands up. He doesn't face me as he looks up and shakes his head. He balls his hands into fists as he turns around and looks at me for a few moments before grabbing the notebook off the bench. If that's really how you feel about this, then that's all I need to hear. In a single movement, Enix walks over to a nearby trash can and stares at me as he throws the notebook in. I can feel my heart jump and every fibre in my being want to immediately go and get it out, but I fight the urge as he continues watching me. See you around, Luna. I finally allow my tears to fall as I watch Enix's retreating figure. Oh boy. I look up at the same moon shining down on both of us and watch as the man I love more than anything leave my life once again. I slowly close my eyes and think the words I wasn't able to say. I'm sorry, and I love you. Did I accidentally end up going down the bad ending? Oh, okay, I was about to say, oh damn. Oh god. Alright, let's see. A few weeks later, Isla stares nervously at Enix's figure outside her door as he talks on the phone. As he finishes his call, she sits upright and cautiously leans forward. Well, what did they say? I'm back in. They opened up my application again. Are you kidding me? I'm guessing this is the bad ending that I've gone down. Oh, thank goodness, Enix. I'm so proud of you. You're going to be an amazing doctor, sweetie. I just know it. Believe me, this is all for the best. Enix doesn't bother responding. He just glances at his phone and sits down tiredly on a nearby chair. As he looks up, he can't help but stare at Isla's bandaged arm. How's the arm? Still hurts? A little, but it's much better than before. What a relief! I can finally get out of this dingy place soon. See, that's good to hear. Silence fills the room as it has many times before. Isla shuffles in her seat and clears her throat before plastering on a bright smile. So, darling, everything worked out in the end, for both of us. After all the craziness as of late, it's all back to normal again. Aren't you glad? Guess so. Isla swallows hard as she watches the man in front of her. He no longer even resembles the Enix she once knew, only a shadow, a husk of his former self. This guy has no backbone, has he? Like, what is going on? Oh my god. His eyes are devoid of life as he stares out her window, lost in a sea of his own thoughts. A few more silent minutes pass by before Isla drops a smile and lets out a deep sigh. If everything is fine, then why on earth do you look so damn miserable, Enix? Isla, please, drop it. I'm exhausted in more ways than one. It's because of her, right? Because of Luna. At the mere mention of her name, Enix stands up, his eyes darkening over like a forming storm. Isla, I said leave it. And if you won't, then I will. Enix turns to leave the room, but Isla calls out to him. Wait, is this like a bad ending chapter and there's like 2 chapter 10s? Because if there are 2 chapter 10s, I feel like I should save it here and then... let me look it up. There's 11 chapters. Yeah, it says the routes themselves are broken down into 11 chapters with one bad ending, one good ending, and a special epilogue that can only be unlocked after achieving the best ending. So I think I might save it here. No, she cares. It's true. 3 hours of stream, except it was managing instead of gaming. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the game. Some games, they go into real details when it comes to the bad ending. But I'm not sure. Oh, man. My brain cells is gone at this point. If none of the walkthroughs tell you what chapters they are. Yeah, Blurdy's review said that there are 11 chapters. So that would mean for next stream there'll be 2 chapters with, I don't know how long like the good ending and the bad ending, but I guess if there's special epilogue as well. Then I think it's worth saving here because this will end up being like a 4-hour stream, which it won't work so well for me, I don't think. Oh, what have I done? Is it this one? Pressing all these buttons and... I feel like it's this one. There we go. See, you know, there's this guy, and the bartender that she could have fallen in love with, but she had to end up with this spineless guy. Oh my god. I agree. I wish I could get the cute penguins stop as well. Ooh, that sounds painful. You're in, what was it? Arizona? Was it? I can't remember. I remember you being from a really, like, hot state. But I'm kind of glad that I played with you guys, because if I were on my own, if I had been on my own, I feel like I would have like gone crazy, because there are all the tropes I don't like. I think because they pick classic tropes for each of the characters, it just happens to be that this one is all the tropes I don't like, so I'd be like screaming internally. I've been enjoying the route, don't get me wrong, and I really like this game. I think it's adorable. It's really cute. I like it. They've done a good job, but oh my dear god, it's just been craziness. But yeah, tomorrow will be Red Puppy 9 RIP stream on Twitch. So tomorrow I'll be on Twitch and I'll be doing my translation stream, and I'm hoping my cousin won't see me. She's in England right now. She flew over from Japan, and I'm low-key like, god, I hope she doesn't see me because she might make fun of my Japanese. I'm sorry, Lenny, but feel free to watch the VOD. So it really is, each route is a different genre. That's good to know. But I agree, yeah. It feels so much drama for one route. When she got like run over by the car, I was like, what just happened? But anyway, hopefully I have kind of made you guys go, oh, I'm interested in this game. Even though I hate this route, I'm curious about the others. But anyway, thank you guys for coming along. It was lots of fun. I will be streaming 9 RIP and doing a translation stream tomorrow on Twitch, not Switch, Twitch. So feel free to come to that if you'd like. And hopefully I'll see you again sometime. Bye!